The colors are juice, brown, nut, pink, yellow discharge, gonorrhea, blue balls, and sex on my period.
What are we doing?
This is
Every
a
day
generation
we
we
stray
live
farther
in now.
away from
Yeah.
God's light.
Straight.
Yeah.
Ours.
Braids.
Yo,
What's wrong with saying inches? Men can't say inches
Men
anymore?
say pause.
I got
everything.
inches.
You do got
Ew, I was gonna say
inches.
something else really gross.
How much inches are?
How much inches
That's why
are-
they're saying pause. Don't put it on me like I said something inappropriate.
That is a banger though.
How much
that
inches
song.
a pipe?
How much inches
How
a
much
pipe?
inches a pipe
How much
you
inches
want?
a pipe you want?
Yeah.
That's a banger.
Is it a banger?
It's a banger.
I don't know if I'm calling it a banger.
That's a good song.
It's a good song, but it's not a banger.
Is that a
It's
soca
banger.
track?
It's a soca
Yeah,
song.
it's
Yeah,
soca
that's
song.
why it's always hating on it.
No, that's a banger.
Because it's
I
Trini.
feel like I remember that. Yeah.
I don't hate on Trinis.
The soca music.
I just
She's like a
soca music
dancehall
is
girly.
not. Thank you. Dancehall every day, all day.
Are you going to Vice Cartel's concert?
was about to ask.
I'm telling you, I hit my brother in Jamaica because he works like in the entertainment business in Jamaica. I hit
You
him.
have
I'm
a
like,
brother
bro,
in Jamaica?
Tell us
I don't know
more.
why everyone thinks I'm an only child. I'm
No,
not
I
an
know
only
you
child.
have siblings. I just didn't know you had a brother in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
my older brother still lives in Jamaica.
What? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Only
I
child
told him,
energy.
I'm like, yo, line that. I'm coming for New Year's. I'm going to this concert. He's like, I don't want to go. It's going to be too crazy. I'm like, I don't
actually-
care. I want to go. Line it.
You want to
So,
go?
I
wouldn't
wanna
wanna
go.
It's gonna be
I don't
too
know.
much.
I think it might be a little scary. I'm not.
You're gonna
I wanna
see
go.
exactly what the concert is like on Instagram.
But I want to go. Even if I don't go to the concert, I already wanted to go to Jamaica for New Year's. And it's going to be vibey
It's
over
gonna
there.
be really expensive. Like
I'm
tickets,
good.
I looked and tickets are. I was like, ooh,
I'm good. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm good.
They're like a grand.
That's
They
not
are, yeah,
bad.
they're like
That's
a
not
grand.
bad. For flight.
grand?
But I have a plug.
A
so
grand's
I'm
not
good.
bad.
That's not bad.
A grand to Jamaica.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's
a
what, 500,
4-hour
600
flight.
more times?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 5,
Okay,
6.
pay an extra 400 premium for vibes.
For Christmas time.
It depends
too.
on your situation. Like my bro has a nice crib. I'm not paying for accommodations. I have a plug on
All right, let me
flights.
go with
Even
Tresor
if I didn't
then.
have,
Let me go with
no, that
Tresor.
could be a thing. If everyone wanted to go, we have a place to stay. He has a house in the hills.
Yeah?
Big house. It's-
Kingston?
It's good. Yeah, Kingston.
That's my 30th.
I'm not
man.
mad. I'm not mad. I would go.
I'm turning 30 on the 30th.
Pull up, bro.
December
Let's
30th?
go.
Sorry. That's huge.
This is champagne.
Champagne birthday.
Dang.
champagne
Oh, you're a
birthday.
94
In
baby.
Jamaica, that's a Ray and nephew birthday.
Jeez. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Let's go.
We'll
Anyway,
discuss
lit.
this off air. Can we do our intro, please? Our fake intro. Everyone, welcome to episode 31 of the Relentless Diaries. Okay.
You okay?
Those dancehall horns were going crazy.
What's the UK?
I don't know. I thought you do this. Do your intro podcast, lady.
Welcome to episode 31 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
Is that quiet enough? Is that okay?
Lord.
I'm glad.
Mucho.
And we have Jephina with us today.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Welcome back, Jephina.
Thank you.
Fifi.
Fifi.
Jephina.
Fifi, no
who
Dobson.
calls you
Fifi no Dobson.
Yeah, my people call me Fee. A lot of people call me Fee.
I've never heard that.
I like Fifi Dobson though, by the way. She was epic.
And she's
Were
really
you guys
nice.
rock people back in the day?
Yeah, a little bit.
Evanescence, a little
bit.
She
Blink
did have that
182.
rocks.
I got into it with Guitar Hero.
That's late.
I wasn't.
Say it ain't so. Whoa,
That was
whoa.
a big one.
Whoa.
My love is a heartbreaker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
before we go, what was the #1 Guitar Hero song for the real players?
Slow ride.
No, I thought the
Slow
one
ride.
was-
Yeah.
My family never had guitar money. Or whatever.
I used to play
we
at
never
my
had
fri-
that.
We never had it. I used to play at
What
my
was the
friends'
song?
cribs though.
Which Guitar Hero did you play?
What do you mean? Which one?
1, 2, 3.
Everybody
Oh,
played 3.
anyone.
Everybody played 3.
3 was the
Anyone.
one with Welcome to the Jungle and like.
My Guitar
Welcome
Hero
to
song.
the jungle.
My Guitar Hero song was Even Flow.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a banger.
Yeah, but I will say if you were on the mic, Maps was that banger. The that one.
That's
You don't know
Rock
that one?
Band. That's not Guitar
Yeah,
Hero.
you
That's
don't have a mic.
Oh yeah, that's Rock Band.
Rock Band was
That was
Guitar
lit,
Hero
though,
2.0.
But Rock Band was
No,
lit
That,
too.
that
I
came
used
like
to
right
kill
after.
Rock Band.
It was a big discussion of who was gonna get what instrument.
Yo, yeah, I was either drums. Yeah, drums were my shit.
I wanted guitar.
I was
Drums were
vocals.
my shit. You were vocals?
Yeah.
You're a vocal.
I said what I said. I ain't got no money for
vocals.
that. We ain't had that. I never played that in my life. I
You
ain't
never
gonna lie.
had friends who had that?
No, we ain't
Really?
had. No,
She's
we're
from
not
the
in that,
East. They
that
don't
bracket.
do that stuff in
Yeah.
Scarborough.
Calling the East broke?
No, that's just not how they spend their time.
Yeah.
So what'd you do then?
Not play
Bashmans.
rock band. I'll tell you that.
That should
No,
be
honestly,
bad.
I was just at the park, probably
That's cute.
doing. Yeah, don't just keep it politically correct. Just at the park,
Yeah.
doing stuff.
You're enjoying the
yeah.
bluffs.
Yeah, blowing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basement jams.
A lot of
Pink
that.
foam insulation.
Remember when like
That's
the
definitely a
ceiling used to
West End
drip?
thing.
Yeah.
The ceiling used to
They
drip.
didn't
and
have
it was so
basements?
Who doesn't have basements?
Zoe just implied that you guys didn't have basements.
I said basement
So, yeah.
jams were like a very West End thing.
No,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did in
No,
Scarborough. too.
the
It was
East
like
was
Scarborough and
big.
Brampton
Yeah.
was the basement
Well,
jam.
who? Brampton.
Specifically.
You think
Facts.
so?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Specifically Scarborough and Brampton.
Okay,
West
when I
End
was
thinks they
growing up,
invented
were people living in Brampton? I feel like people just moved to Brampton in the last like 10, 15 years.
I was born and raised in Brampton.
Wait.
Which is crazy
She
to
said
me,
The
to be
last 10, 15 years.
Recent.
We were like 10.
I was 15. I'm 30 now, so 15
Yeah,
years ago
but
I was
still.
15. Like at high school time, I'm just saying like I used to think of like even down to Pickering. Well, I used to be like, yo, it's just like farmland. Like I didn't know people
Pickering,
actually
yes.
lived in these spaces.
Got these
Pickering-
girls
Pickering
bickering
probably
from
developed
Harley
before
Road to
Brampton.
Pickering.
No,
No way.
What?
Pickering was not developed before Brampton.
we gotta Google
No,
that.
I think Brampton,
Brampton
was
for
developed before
sure.
Pickering. Yeah.
Really. Oh,
Yeah.
Doesn't Pickering have the highest concentration of black people in Ontario?
Now.
Or is it Ajax?
Now.
It's Ajax.
Maybe Ajax.
Oh.
Now,
Same thing.
right?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I wonder how that happened.
There's niggas in Ajax. Oh,
It's too
sorry.
expensive to live in the city.
Black men in Ajax.
There's blacks in the jacks.
Hey, that's a good one. There's blacks in
Episode
Ajax.
title in the first 5 minutes. Let's go.
I mean, okay, so everyone who doesn't know Jephina does a lot of conscious,
That
motivational,
word.
speaking to the camera, look into your eyes,
Come
make you
on.
feel better about your day, make you think about your life content.
Come on.
If you don't follow Jephina, follow her because every day she'll ask you, I don't know who needs to hear this, but,
Oh,
and you're just gonna be like, it was me.
In the whip.
I needed to, in the whip.
in the
I
way.
That's
to
it.
hear
I
this.
needed to hear this.
Yo, honestly, as someone who's done hosting as a job and everything, like you really do that, and you're like consistent.
Jephina's a great host.
Yeah, you're like you do your thing. With
Yeah,
that. Like,
that
and you're
was-
consistent because I know how difficult.
I know
that
who to
can be.
call when I'm having a bad day.
I don't
It's
like
y'all.
hosting.
I like that.
I don't like hosting, and Jephina's great at hosting.
Yeah, 'cause
So
I
I've-
just
I've
love
definitely
chat. I just
told
love
people-
the chat. So I
See?
mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And you know I'm a good friend because I've definitely like been offered like bags for hosting, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. You know who you should hit? Jephina.
Yeah.
Actually, someone hit me the
Okay.
other day. They're just like, yeah, Tresor told me to call you.
Mhm.
Real friend.
See?
Pick up your real
Exactly.
friend. Yeah, but no, those I don't know who needs to hear this. Most of the time, it's me. It's me, and I'm just like passing on the message, but I don't know who else needs to hear it. But really, I don't know. It's really me.
You're
Interesting.
talking to yourself a little bit.
Yeah,
with it?
it's like I just go through the most profound moments in life, understanding who God is, but also understanding like everything is like divine. It happens for a reason. So things just happen to me. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna just hoard this information to myself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you know what I mean? Like this
Like
is
a preacher. Jephina's one of those people where I don't know if you guys did. Everyone in here like go to church consistently at some point in their life?
Consistently, not really.
Not really, not consistently.
Or,
I
like,
did
the
though.
church kid. Do you know
I used
what
to go
it,
to
like-
church camp and everything.
Like
When
every
it's-
Sunday, you
Oh,
were at
he's a
church.
real churchgoer.
Yeah, I remember.
Mucho's the biggest
And
church
you
goer
don't
out of all
believe
of
in
us.
God.
Yeah, I had enough.
That's good.
Mucho, you don't believe in God, eh?
No, I don't.
She's about to start
Okay,
preaching to
we'll
you.
get
Hold
to
on. Let
you.
me say
We'll
what
get
she
to it.
God will meet you where you're at, brother.
We'll get to
We
it.
will
It's
meet
crazy.
you where you're
know
at. God
this.
will find you where you're at.
God
You know
will
when
find
you're in
you, right,
church,
girl.
and especially as a kid, and like you're annoyed, and your parents like force you to go to the altar to get prayed for, and then they
Like
start
communion.
praying, and they start praying for you, and you just automatically start crying for some reason.
Oh wow.
Jafina is one of
That's
those
a good
friends
That's a good
where like if you're going through a rough situation and she's like talking to you or trying to give you advice, if you're not like strong-willed, you'll just start crying.
Yeah.
Really?
She's like that's how she speaks. Like she
Yeah.
speaks like one of those type of
Won't
people.
God
What
do
you
it?
need to hear,
Amen.
not what you want to hear.
Like, you be able to ask, like, are you doing okay? Like, yeah, like, are you okay? And then you're just like, trying
someone
not to
asking you,
cry.
"Doing okay?"
My spirit has told me otherwise.
Yeah, it's like,
If you're
what?
not okay, it's okay to say you're not okay, and God will bring you through it. Amen.
Jafina's one of those people.
Won't he do it?
Thank you. That's probably
should
one of
be
the
able
most
to
nicest
cry.
things he's ever said about
Right,
me.
you
I
know?
like that.
How'd you get like empathy like that, where you could like?
I say it all the time. Like
I think empathy's a talent. Like that's not everyone's born with that.
yeah,
Where do you get that? Yeah, like
yeah.
what's
I
the
realize
place?
not even people are born with that. Some people just don't have any empathy at all. I'm like, whoa. You are very like it's dark. It's very dark. I don't want to live my life dark, and I just feel like if people could just understand people, be considerate of their emotions, their feelings, the world would be a better place. Honestly, you know what I mean. So, I mean, I say people all the time, like, I grew up in a house of, like, believers, but it was never pushed on me. Like, didn't go to church for a long time. Even now, I don't go to church every Sunday. But I just know that God is real because, like, absolutely not. Like, how could man do what God has done? Like,
Mucho.
how?
Stop it.
Care to answer?
No, mucho, for real. Like, if you even think about it, right? Like, children, right? Like, the fact that your body can do that. Like, could man make that? We can't even think of a cure for cancer.
Is that not evidence of a divine plan, Mucho?
That a seed could grow inside of you and then turn into a human.
Yeah, like, but like, who designed that? You think man designed that? Did man design that? No. Man couldn't have decided that.
I don't think man decided. If you're
Science
asking,
didn't exist when man was created.
no, science explains what always existed.
But who started the creation?
Who started the
Was
creation?
science there?
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. But the Big Bang Theory, did a rock hit another rock, and then all of a sudden, like, your nipples get darker so the baby can see where.
Wait, what?
It's a little here.
I saw the point.
You get what I'm saying? Like, babies know where to, like,
Nipples
suckle
get
from.
dark?
You
But
know?
that's,
Yes, they
then
do.
you can argue evolution. I mean, I believe in God, but when I took like biology and stuff in high school, like even like I remember her saying like, listen, like I'm Christian. She's like, I believe in God. I'm gonna teach you some things that might have you question, but don't let this curriculum like stray you away from.
That's how your teacher started.
100%. I remember. I'll never forget.
But
Grade
the thing-
11 bio.
I
She
think that's
literally
real, though.
came out and she was like, "I'm Christian, but we're gonna explain Big Bang Theory and evolution. Like,
Yeah.
don't let this stray you away. Like, whatever you think, but this is how the Big Bang Theory and evolution work.
But the thing
Right.
I don't get
Because
about
it kind of
evolution
contradicts each other in a way.
is when did
they
it
do.
stop? Like, why is there not half monkey, half people walking around? Like, at what point in time did the evolution of people just stop?
Well, white people
Like
are
how?
white people are part Neanderthal.
What?
Are we allowed to
it
say
again.
Are you that? Is that offensive?
That'll get us the.
What?
But is that offense? Neanderthals.
it's the truth.
It's a biological thing. It's fine.
Yeah. So those are our cousins, and with similar ancestors to monkeys.
But what I'm saying is, if people like derived from monkeys, why are people still not like? Why are monkeys still not evolving to this day? Like, when did it just stop?
It is. It just happens so slow that we won't notice it.
Wouldn't there be a third
But if
missing piece there of evolution
Yeah.
that would have been in between?
like
us
there
and
would be
monkeys?
the half monkey, half human would still exist.
No, they died out.
They died out.
They died out. But
He has a joke he wants to say. About
no.
that.
I mean, it's funny, right? Because white people call us monkeys, but they're part Neanderthal. Like that's.
I'm not trying to get myself.
Yeah, I was
canceled
gonna
on
say,
this.
is this a fact?
It's a fact. The only people that don't have any Neanderthal DNA in the world is sub-Saharan Africans. That's it.
Hey. And where's
East
that?
Africans.
Sub-Saharan.
He wanted to say that.
What?
The East
Including East
Africans.
Africans, but West Africans as well, South Africans as well.
Just not North Africans.
But like, I'm sorry to say, like, shout out to you Caribbean people. You guys are part Neanderthal.
Okay.
How? But if Caribbean
So-
people have
because-
African lineage,
No,
would
but you
that
guys are
not-
part European, no? Like, you guys have a 2%, 1%.
But then technically, wouldn't some Africans be, if they were colonized, wouldn't they be part European as well?
No, it's more unlikely.
I mean,
Okay,
shit,
so
I'm
just-
half Neanderthal, so.
So, just so we know, definition. Neanderthal is a primate. Neanderthals are a hominin species that existed for at least 200,000 years throughout Europe and Western Asia and disappeared about 27,000 years ago. During this time, they witnessed some of the coldest climatic conditions ever known to these regions.
Ice ages.
Can you use it in a sentence? Please, someone use it in a sentence.
You seen Ice Age?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
They're
that.
around those times with Sid and
I
the
mean-
Mammoth.
The people then.
These
You're
images
saying-
kind of look like
Who?
Show me.
I don't know.
Anyways, I'm gonna save us. Let's switch the topic.
Yeah, we can move on.
I had a week, bro.
He saw the brand deals going.
I had a
He said
week.
Neanderthals. Sorry.
Should I start with the good or the bad?
Good.
Start with the good.
The good. I woke up yesterday and Fab posted me on his Instagram. I don't
Oh,
know how that
yeah.
happened.
That was amazing.
You had a fabulous weekend. Tresor.
Fabulous weekend.
I don't like when you say it like that.
Fab.
I'm not
I
surprised
don't like
though.
when you say it like that. But
Fabulous,
I'm not
fabulous, fabulous. Three
Yo,
times.
So
I love
like
when you
a
say it
big
like that.
photo dump of him being in Toronto, and maybe 3 other people were in this photo dump. Tresor being one of these.
Tagged, too.
Tagged everything. Like, yo,
I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Loso's your boy.
It
Hey?
was like you, Drake, and 50 Cent.
Pretty much.
Was Drake in the photo dump?
No.
Yeah, he was.
Oh
He
yeah,
was.
he was
He
when he
was.
was
Oh.
dressed as Fab. In
Oh, I
that
didn't even take
video.
it in.
Yeah,
With
Okay.
the blue
yeah.
jersey with the bandana and stuff.
Okay.
So what happened was, like my manager more than me, so I'm not gonna lie and say me, but like I know him. We're cool with like Fab's team, like his manager and stuff. So they invited us to the show. The show was in Toronto, so we went to the show. Whatever. After the show, they brought us backstage. It stunk back there, by the way. But
Ew.
regardless,
Oh.
Wait, like BO or weed
Or
or
weed.
it was just a very not weed. It was just like a weird smell.
Like
Rebel
BO?
Rebel needs to like clean
Yeah.
back
It
there.
was like that
Ventilation.
backstage.
Yeah, yeah. It just smelled weird. But anyways, yeah, I met Fab. He introduced me to him, and Fab's like, "Yo, like, I've seen you before."
Oh.
And his manager's like, "Yeah, like he makes skits and stuff." He's like, "Yeah, but like I seen something recently." And then like I posted the video of us talking. And that's kind of he was like racking his brain trying to figure out what video. He's like, "Nah, like I saw something recently. Like I can't remember what it was. So we were just talking about that or whatever." But I didn't even know that like that picture, like whoever's official camera that was, I didn't see that. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I just woke up yesterday and he tagged me, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But it's like I posted the picture with Fab the day after the concert. Everyone thought it was a wax figure for some reason. I don't know.
He's
why.
very nicely
But-
posed, and his skin looks
It looks
immaculate.
doctored.
He
Like,
look
like,
good.
like-
Look fake.
Him look good.
Yeah, like
Look
everyone
good.
thought it was
People
a wax
thought you were at Niagara
figure.
Falls, Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, like, but also I was like, why would they have a Fab wax figure? Like that makes no. That's very niche.
Put some
Alright, put some respect
Put some
on Fabulous.
Fab.
Come on, man.
But if you're in the wax museum, it's gonna be Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
maybe like The Rock.
Don't get your picture deleted now, okay? Don't get your
Tupac and
picture
them
deleted.
Fab.
No, so we're talking about like
Yeah.
all
Maybe in
time,
Brooklyn.
all
Maybe in
time.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, in the Brooklyn wax
Yeah.
museum or the New York wax museum.
Yeah.
Okay, there would be Fab. That makes sense. But
Yeah.
like
yeah.
a wax museum with Fab. Anyways, so yeah, he tagged me. That was cool. Whatever. And then just bare people started hitting me. I don't know why everyone stopped. Oh, just people were talking outside.
Yeah.
Anyways, people started hitting me. Whatever. I don't know why that was like the claim to where everyone's like, "Oh, you're up now. You're up. You're up." I didn't know everyone like loved Fab like that, like I did. But
Fab's-
anyways,
Fab's
it was
beloved,
cool. Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I did, but I didn't know like that many people. I thought it was like a niche thing.
That was big.
That was good.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I underrated how many people
yesterday,
fuck with Fab.
the bad. So I had a workout. I was leaving.
Wait,
I don't know
Was
where
this-
this is going, but I'm following.
I'm sorry. So the good was Fabulous posted you in the carousel,
Yes.
and now the bad is this the chin ups?
No, hold on. This has to.
Oh, because you were doing some chin ups and you look like you were having a hard time.
It
getting-
was. This was my.
Oh no!
This was. She's not wrong. This was my first time back in the gym since Paris, so it was a tough day, and they didn't take it easy on me. So, but anyway, anytime that your trainer says we're gonna work out together, you know it's gonna be a hard day.
Yeah.
So it was one of those.
They're done being a coach. They're a teammate now.
Yeah. So you
gotta
have to
keep
do
up.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
The worst.
You're gonna endure this with
But
me.
anyway, so I leave and I'm turning down a street, and while I'm kind of turning, I see the sign and it says no left turns from 3:30 to 6:30, and at this time it might have been like 3:50. And I thought, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it anyway. I thought I could do it. I made the turn. I'm going down the street. Police car right there. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh.
Let me guess. This is King Street.
No, it was like, yes,
King Street.
around there. Yes, where
yeah.
to go onto the
Yeah,
highway.
I got you. Yeah.
Damn.
So he pulls me over. I'm like, damn. By the way, I've never been pulled over driving in my life ever.
that's
This is
great.
my-
Really?
This was my
Wow.
first time ever being pulled over ever
Really?
in my whole life. I was like, damn. I was like, damn. So he pulls me over. He's like, can I get your license and insurance? I'm not playing with no police officers. I'm like, my license is in my bag over there. Can I reach
No,
over to go get it? On my
Oh
life,
my
I'm like,
God.
can I reach over to go get it? He's like, yeah. I was doing like a slow motion.
Oh my
You are
God.
not about to kill me over this traffic stop, bro. It's not happening.
I mean, rightfully so. You should be cautious, unfortunately,
Word.
because you know.
And this is why I made a skit about this years ago, right? It's the worst if you're riding with like the friend that hates police and just like
That's-
cusses
Oh my God.
police.
That's me.
Oh my
That's you.
Oh,
A
100%.
You get
lot of
pulled over.
girls-
He can't ask you for that.
Yeah.
No, don't give it to him. No.
A lot of
That's
I-
you. Oh.
Yeah.
I've noticed in
My
my
tax
life.
dollars pay your salary
Oh,
respectfully.
Oh, that's what you're saying from the
No,
backseat?
I don't. Some cops, especially when it comes to Peel Region cops, I do not
Yeah.
fuck with them.
A lot
I
of
don't.
women I've noticed are like that.
Yeah,
It's like
they're confident.
their heart's in a good place. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to defend you, but like this is doing more harm than good right now.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we're trying to make this out alive, no?
No, we are, but
We.
I mean, like, no, cops, but the thing is, cops really try to fuck with you.
They do.
They really try to fuck with you, and no cop's gonna punk me. I don't
Yo,
care.
you-
Cops don't punk me.
What do you think is
And
the most effective way to get out of it, though?
What do you mean effective way?
Like you're talking to a cop. Does it make sense to respond with anger or calmness?
no, it's
You're
not
gonna
even
talk to a
like
cop like you're
anger.
on the
It's
pod?
like I'm standing on business. With certain things, I'm standing on business. Like, for example, if there's a traffic stop in Brampton, why are 6 cops pulling over one woman? You guys don't have anything else better to do? You know how people are speeding down these streets? Go
Yeah.
pull someone else over. Why are 6 cops pulling over one person? Don't fucking piss me off.
See, I
Anyways.
can't.
That's what you're saying
This
when you
is
get pulled
Always,
over?
always.
Yeah.
If I get pulled over and I see 2 cop cars behind me, I say, one of you guys better fucking leave. You guys don't need
Good
2
for
cop
you,
cars
Zoe.
here.
Good
I
for
do
you.
it all the time. Are you guys bored?
Damn.
See, but
Let
especially
me tell
for men.
you my process, okay? I take the ticket, I go to the back, and I say fight. You know, you gotta dispute the ticket.
Yeah.
I just dispute it. The judge.
I've never disputed a
10 out
ticket
of-
in my
Oh,
life.
I
I'm
have.
too lazy.
I
What?
dispute
I'm too lazy.
everything.
I'm not
Dispute
going.
everything, eh?
If the ticket is $30, I'm disputing.
Same. Same.
I'm not
dispute.
going,
What's the
bro.
success rate on that, though?
95% is gonna
Really?
be
very
very
high.
Is it really?
A judge knew
Because
me.
they're not really gonna show up.
They
Wait,
will.
what do you mean a judge knew you?
I was there, ma'am, parking again. No,
Zoe is
parking
Black
again.
Illuminati,
no,
bro. What do you
parking
mean you
again,
know
no.
a judge?
I'm getting to know you, girl. I'm getting
Yes.
to know you.
I had a lawyer there, like, yo, let me help you out this time, girl. Like, I was at the Toronto. I used to get tickets, parking tickets all the
Yeah.
time, and I'd
I
fight
might
them.
have to start fighting.
Always
should've-
hit number
Yeah,
3.
who is Zoe? What the hell?
What?
I'd fight them.
You know judges and lawyers and
They
stuff?
don't know me. It's like, ma'am, you're back. Yes, I parked here again. No,
I should
they
have
messed
fought
up.
that ticket when the police gave me the ticket when
Yeah.
I was in the car in front of Wingstop.
Number
Oh yeah,
3,
you should have
dispute.
I
fought
should
that
have
for
fought
sure.
that, but I was too lazy. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I got pulled over, took out my license, gave it to him. He's like, the insurance. I was like, it's in the glove compartment. Can I reach to go get it? He's like, sure. I reach in, I get it. He's like, he looks at it. He's like, these papers are expired. I'm like, huh?
Oh no.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, it's expired in September in 2023. I was like, huh? How? Like, huh? What? So, if no one knows, okay, not really no one knows, but if you guys don't know, so the car that I have, like, I bought from my family, like my sister and them, because they moved to Vancouver. So I have the car. They sent the car back. Like, I paid to get the car shipped from Vancouver to Toronto. So the papers that are in the car are the papers from when they shipped it. Like, I never got updated papers. But like I said, I've never been pulled over, so I've never had to check. So he said, yeah, the papers are expired. I'm like, oh, I'm finished. I'm like, yeah, I'm finished. This is like a Vancouver, this is BC plates.
Oh.
I'm not the primary driver, and my papers are expired.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, I'm finished. I'm like, yo, I started trying to like memorize numbers because I'm like, yo, they're about to impound the car, take me to jail. Somebody has to come pick me
oh
up from
my
jail.
Damn.
I was like, yo, I'm done. He was like, all right, hang tight. Slap the car
Hang
twice.
tight and slap.
I was like,
The double slap is a good sign, though.
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
No, it's
friendly.
not.
That's friendly.
No, it's not.
Yes, if you know, that's
I
friendly.
think hang tight is more positive than the like.
If a cop slaps your car twice, you're going to jail.
but yeah,
So they had me there for like 20 minutes. Like, I was literally in the car sitting for like 20 minutes. I texted my mom. I was like, the papers are wrong. Because I'm pissed at them because it's not my fault. I'm paying insurance every month for wrong papers. Like, what are you guys doing, bro?
It would feel way better if you weren't.
Exactly.
yeah.
At least if I was getting over on the
Yeah.
system, I'd be like, all right, they got me. But
Trash.
I was being a law-abiding citizen. I just didn't have the right paperwork. Anyways, he came back. The guy was like, all right, I'm going to let you off with a warning. I was like, yes. He was like, I looked on your file. You don't have any tickets. I don't like breaking people's streaks. I don't want to give you your first ticket.
That's so nice.
But you gotta sort this out. I'm like, Yes, officer. I will do this as soon as I get home.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Saying officer.
As soon as I get home, I'm going to just figure this out. He's like, all right.
Was he Nigerian? Were
punched
you
it
trying to
home.
relate to him?
No, he was white.
All right.
Wow, though. Like, he hit his quota for the month if he let you go.
Word. He actually let me go somehow. But he's like, I'm going to give you... It's something they give you. It's like a fake ticket.
It's like a warning.
Yeah, and it's like shows you how much
You
it
have
would be.
so much experience.
That warning shows up the next time you get pulled over.
No. It doesn't
No,
show
no,
up.
it doesn't.
It's kinda
He was
just
like, you can literally
yeah.
throw this away if you want to. It's just
Yeah.
a warning to show you how much it would be if I didn't.
Yeah, it's like, look at this. Don't mess up again. It's like one of those.
It was like $115 or something. But I went home. I texted my the family group chat. I'm like, yo, someone send me the documents right now because this shouldn't have happened.
Oh, dear God.
So
You know what you need
so
to
I
do?
got the
You
new
need to sign into online.
I got it.
Print that pink
I
document.
printed
That's
it.
fine.
I
you know?
printed it. I got the new documents.
Oh,
So, yeah.
That was a win-win. That was a good story and a good
sounds
story.
like 2 good days in a row.
Yeah, no.
It was a bad that turned into a good.
Tresor, you're a black man that got pulled over, rightfully so, and you didn't go to jail, and nothing bad happened. That's
He was having a good. It's
That would
crazy.
never happen to Zoe.
It's
Like,
crazy how I broke.
Man.
She at the court with me. Shit.
It's crazy how I broke the law and didn't get a ticket, but I was parked in front of Wingstop and got a ticket when I was sitting in the car.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy. Anyways, that was
Wingstop.
that?
Wingstop.
Okay, no,
Rick Ross.
please.
I got you, fam.
Why?
No
idling?
one else did.
You
It
got
is
to get
hot.
for
Keep
idling?
going.
Is the AC on?
No,
You see if we
it's
turn
not.
it on or
AC
something?
and the cut water.
Well,
You guys don't
is
know.
everybody going through it?
No,
I
yeah,
chugged
I
the
mean,
cut.
There right now.
I
Can we
chugged
see
the.
if we can turn the AC on? Here,
That's
please?
bad. You know when you do it too often.
I
I'm
chugged
like,
the cut
I'm
water
chilling.
before we started recording, guys.
chilling.
So I'm kind of hot.
Someone please check the AC because it's hot.
I'm switching between
Mucho, can you check the AC, please?
Oh my
How is
God.
Mucho gonna check the AC?
He
What
don't
is
know
He
what
knows
the
how to
AC
turn
is.
it
Like,
on.
where is
it?
it?
He doesn't know where it is.
You know what the AC is?
Omar about to get the craziest text.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, all right. Let's start with the topics. Let's
Hi,
get some
Omar.
order. Let's restore some order to this.
So, I mean, we can start with Jephina's daily affirmations that we tried to get into that you started with your good day versus bad day.
Good day. Good job.
Which are 2 good days.
2 good days. I'm proud of you.
2 thumbs up.
Made it out alive.
It is fake.
Anyway, so, okay, yeah, Jephina, when
Yes,
it comes
ma'am.
to your, there's the AC, thank God. When it comes to your, because you
Sorry,
have,
headphone listeners.
when you have,
Shout out to y'all.
oh my God, please, when you have motivational speeches, you had one that was like, if you, and this is a very interesting one. It was like, if you want to get married, take advice from married people.
Yeah.
Don't go to your single friends
Yeah.
for advice on relationships if your goal is to get married.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It doesn't mean that your single friends don't have good advice, but it's
Right.
like it only makes sense. Like if you want to learn how to build a house, you have to go to people who have built a house. You get what I'm saying? Like go to people who are actually married, who are still in marriage, who don't explore. You can't even talk to people who are divorcees. They can tell you what they wish they could have done to save their marriage, but they didn't save their marriage. They're divorcees. Go to talk to people who are actually married. Like someone
Can't ask a fish how to fish.
me didn't know if that makes sense. That one makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, you gotta ask the fisherman.
You gotta ask the
You
fisherman.
gotta ask, you said he
Can't
don't ask a fish how to be a fish.
Yeah, you can't ask a
How to
fish
fish.
how to fish. You gotta ask a fisherman.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, now I get it.
You
Okay.
can't ask
Different.
gal how to
Yes.
get gal. You gotta ask the.
You know what I mean? And I, you know what? When I said I don't know who needs to hear this, like that, someone broke that down to me, and I was like, I mean, makes sense. It's been said to me a couple times, to be honest, through my journey, and it just like clicked. And I was like, you know what? It makes total sense because, I mean, I'm not married,
Do you want to be?
100%.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go talk to people who are like married and like, you know, when their days are bad, because I presume that not every day in a marriage is great. And like you've made a covenant now. You've
Right.
like went to God and said in front of God and your people, like, I'm going to make this work to death do us part.
Right.
What does that look like now for y'all? You know what I mean? Because when you're not really officially married, it's a little different. The option of like technically leaving is still there.
Yeah.
But if you do that, and not only like legally, now you gotta go through divorce, you gotta go through papers, you gotta do things. You know what I mean? So you gotta talk to people like that. Yeah.
Do you guys all want to get married?
Yeah.
Mucho.
Yeah.
Who's just lying to his teeth? He's lying.
Nah.
His girl listening to you. Yes.
He's like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to
Nah.
get there.
Yeah.
Do
I want to encourage more people in this
You
generation.
don't want to get married,
Trey
Trey?
doesn't want to get married.
I've talked about this
Oh,
My brother knows
yeah?
about this too, so it's not
Ever?
I don't believe in marriage specifically, so no, I don't really want to.
Do you want to get married?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey comes out here.
I want to be married,
his girl
but I
so
don't
mad.
like the legal aspect. Like, I don't think I want to be
agree
legally
with that.
married on paper because there's actually, okay, people are going to try to come for me, but like, there's legally no benefit other than like, I mean, I'm a single mom, right? You get a lot of money for being a single mom for your kid. Not a lot of money, but you get some money.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden your incomes are conjoined. That's done. You know what I mean? Now you're taxed together. That's done. Like the tax breaks don't really that make
Attached
sense.
together in a marriage.
Yeah.
Damn.
Your
Yeah.
incomes are conjoined.
Your incomes are conjoined.
That's crazy.
You make
So
more,
you,
as a
it's
household
a higher
income.
tax bracket now, and
Yeah, your income thing is higher. So just for
then-
the name to be the same, I can go to the office and change my name for $125.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So-
don't come. I mean,
That's crazy because definitely now you're paying your wife's taxes too.
when you're married,
Because if you make way more than her, she's not paying.
But
the
it might
taxes.
level out.
How?
Like, for example, when I did my grandparents' tax before my grandfather passed away, my grandfather used to bring in most of the money. So even because my grandfather used to be a TTC driver, his pension was insane. So he used to get like close to 6 figures in like pension, old age security, retirement, all that stuff. But my grandmother, who worked like not part-time, but she had a lesser paying job, whatever she had for like her old age security, whatever. Like when he did his taxes alone, he would have to owe. But when you put her in there, it would balance out.
Oh word.
So they wouldn't have to owe.
But how if both are added? Wouldn't it be a higher number?
Because my grandmother technically brings it down.
Yeah.
So it's more like they average.
See what I mean? So it's like the tax
they
brackets are
average it. They don't just add the salaries together.
Yes, basically. Because I remember like when I did his alone, he'd be like he owes like X amount to the government per month. But when you could join it, my grandmother's, it would level out. Where he would either owe less or he wouldn't owe
And
anything.
then also
at all.
Zoe was cooking the books.
No, I would don't.
Okay, you're the family member that does the taxes for everybody.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's
that's-
really easy. It's really easy.
That's what they
follow,
say
you
with
follow
the.
lines.
You just literally just follow it. Like instead of you paying someone to do it, you literally just follow the lines.
TurboTax.
It's very easy
That's
to
how
do
I
your
feel about
taxes
video
online.
editing. But
Yeah. You literally
Well,
just
I
follow
mean,
the line.
okay. I mean, she clearly knows more about taxes. Don't let me go on
I'm
camera
not
and
gonna lie.
say
I don't think
add
I'm ever
together.
doing my taxes. I'm not.
You should. You
Not
should
like
abso-
myself. Not doing my
Oh,
taxes.
it's
okay.
really. Not, I mean,
Doing
if
it
you're
myself.
just, it depends on what your income is. Like with you, it might be different because you're like entrepreneur, content creator. So for you to like gather all your receipts and claim this, it's gonna be harder. But for me, I have a salary job, so I literally just like I get my T slip and then I just input the numbers. Boom. I
Okay,
either own.
yeah, that makes sense.
Bro. Respectfully, I love making more money.
It sucks.
But when like before my younger
time.
days, you know, I'm like, yo, I love tax time. I'm gonna let some
Get
brand
money
da-da.
back.
Bro, my tax return was $4.82.
Wow.
You got money back,
At least
$4.82.
Yeah, at least
you
Oh,
be
you know.
work.
A lot of people owe.
bro. Do you know how much money I owed?
But I have a tax shelter also.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a tax shelter
that's
also.
it.
But still,
I know she gets creative with the accounting, yo.
But $4.82. Well, I have like a TFSA and then
You
you
don't
know,
have to explain
RS.
that to me.
Girl, you need to launch a finance course.
No, I'm not that well off. I'm literally just
TFSA, RSP,
Yeah.
SCAM,
Yeah.
all of them.
And listen, if you want to save to buy a house, I encourage everyone to open a TFSA.
Yeah.
And don't do like a fully conservative one. Do like a flex one where some of your money goes towards stocks and the bank manages for you. That's what I got. And
How much did you put
Is
in
it
your
high risk?
SCAM?
What?
Your SCAM.
I don't know what that is. SCAM.
Never mind.
You just made that up, ho. What is SCAM? You don't even know what he made it up.
She said hoe.
Because SCM's not even a
Yo,
real
Zoe
thing.
gets comfortable with us,
The
yo.
SCAM?
Yo, last week it was bitch, now it's hoe.
Yeah. Bitch, ho. My guy friends
You don't know
like,
how
we're
much you
cool.
put in your SCAM?
What is it? What is SCAM?
Never mind.
How you gonna follow
He
up
said,
and
"Don't
say
worry
never
about
mind
it,
again"?
sweetheart.
Because he's making it up. He's trying to make me look
Someone in the
stupid.
comments will understand what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What's SCM? Save everyone and me?
I can't
What's
look at
SC?
it. Can you quiet?
What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? What is it?
SEM.
SCAM.
SC?
Oh, okay, I got you. I got
scam?
you. Damn. You have to. I thought.
That was a good one.
I like that. I like
That was a good one.
Yo,
I'm
that
never
took
having
me
a cut water before an episode.
so long.
That took me so long.
Guys, are we drunk?
No, I tipped
Yo,
Not me.
yo, all the videos of us making fun of him for spelling things and like all the that was his lick back right there.
Oh, I get
Oh.
it. SCAM.
I am stupid.
Oh, I was not.
Let's move on. I feel dumb as
Okay.
shit. Like, yeah, let's
Anyways,
move on.
regardless. So when I heard that, I was thinking about it because, and I'm not trying to get too deep, but I'll get a little bit deep because people like when we get deep apparently. So when I take advice from my mom, she thinks I'm very hard when it comes to men. Like, if I'm like, oh my god. She thinks I'm
That's
a
his
little
hit
too,
back for calling him a hoe. That's that he
literally.
You know what I mean?
She thinks that I'm too, maybe not hard, but like I'm too quick to be like, fuck him. You know what I mean? My mom's like, oh no, like don't do that. Like blah blah blah. Like you're being too hard. When my friends or my single friends are like, oh no, like that's dead, or yeah, no, like that ain't shit. Blah blah. He's moving weird. So that's interesting because my mom, before my dad passed away, they were married. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Happy couple.
Beautiful.
All this stuff. So like I take advice from her sometimes because it's interesting to hear her point of view as a woman who was married in like the 90s and kind of did it like the proper way. Like you date, you get engaged, you get married, you have kids, you buy a house. Like she did it all step by step, the standard societal way she did it properly, right? So, but like when I hear her be like, oh no, you had to be like, when she told me that my dad proposed without a ring initially, I was like, that's crazy because a lot of women, especially friends that I know, would never.
I know someone really close actually that was proposed to without a ring.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter.
A lot of
I mean,
women-
love doesn't. It's not defined by the ring.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted though. Okay, don't get it twisted though. Show up and show out. Okay, it's gonna be on my finger.
What did they say?
Forever.
3 months salary?
3 to 6 months.
Make
I'm
sure
about
it
to get
look
a job
nice.
at McDonald's part time.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Show a different T4.
But anyway, so yeah, my dad initially proposed to my mom. Like it wasn't like no big thing. Like
That's
proposed to her
beautiful.
like without a ring. She said she would have it like by the time that they actually get married. But my dad was also like he was coming out of school. Like he wanted
In the
to
90s, it was a different time.
be exactly. It was a different time.
Don't
but
be a jive turkey. Let's get married.
That's how they talk in the 90s.
so he's so stupid. Anyways, so that it was an interesting point.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, and when it comes to like women and dating now, because I like met this guy at a party. I don't know why. Him and I were just like talking outside for a bit, whatever. He's like this guy who was trying to talk to me. I'm like, okay, cool, we can talk for a bit.
Yeah,
And like,
you give him 5 minutes.
sure. But him and I were talking.
I made it to the pod. Yes.
Stop. Him and I were, ew, no. It's not even like that. We literally were just talking outside.
Yeah.
Him and I were talking, blah, 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 and he was like, like his backstory, Ray Tay Tay, blah, blah. He's like, oh, yeah, like, I've seen you before, Ray Tay Tay, on, like, social media, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about just, like, like, what do you do for work, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, like, he has studying for his master's, Ray Tay Tay. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, I would never not work. Oh, he's like, oh, do you want kids? And I was like, yeah, I definitely want kids. And he was like, oh, but, like, you seem really heavy in your work. And I was like, yeah, I am. Like, between, like, my actual job and, like, the podcast, like, I'm pretty busy. And he was like, well, would you ever stop working? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, like if you had a man to provide for you, like, would you take like 5 to 10 years off and just stay home and like raise kids? And to me, that kind of like shook me because I was like, one, I don't know you like that. And two, no, like I thought I'm like, that's not me. You know what I mean? And like, I've had situations where like, because my mom was a single parent and it happened like my dad died a week before Christmas in 2002. Right? So like our whole lives were flipped upside down. Like my dad was like the sole provider, not sole provider, but my mom worked part-time in retail. Like she was chilling, blah, blah, blah. Like my dad had his own business. Like he was bringing in the bread. So when our lives kind of went upside down, I wouldn't say that my childhood was a struggle, but we didn't have like people look at like, oh my God, your family's so big. Yes, like my mom had a lot of help, thankfully so. Like to be a single mother that quickly with your life to turn around like that, she had a lot of help, like my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles. If we didn't have that foundation, my life wouldn't look as, oh my God, like you have so much, blah, blah, as the average person would.
Good support system.
A really great support system my mom had. And I always tell her that, like, things would be very different if you didn't have, like, your parents or whatever. So, but my thing is when I saw, like, we didn't have, like, yes, we had stuff, but we, like, there were certain things, like, I couldn't dance that much anymore because my mom couldn't afford it. You know what I mean? So things that we had to cut back as kids. So my thing is, I always saw like my mom not struggle, but have to work extra hard to provide for me and my sister. Like I would never want to be that. You know what I mean? Like I always said, like I have to work.
Shit, that's me,
Because
girl.
yeah, I
That's
have
me
to
right
work
now.
and I have to
Shit.
make as much money or whatever for myself because God forbid if I do end up with a man and I don't ever want my husband to pass away or like whatever. But like I have to be able to stand on my 2 feet without having like a detrimental like financial loss. And I feel like when I date men and they're like, oh my God, like, you know, your things are going so well for you and da 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 da. And like, I had a guy tell me once that like dating you is like the man behind the woman. But it's like,
Wow.
yeah. But with me, it's like that to me, that's fine because if I'm the woman behind the man, if anything happens to me, you're still good. You know what I mean? Like if anything happens to you, I need to low key be in front of a man because I've seen when my mom was the man behind or the woman behind the man. When the man goes away, like you have to pick shit up. Like you kind of have to like literally like start from scratch.
And things could have went left if, you know, people, they pay lip service and they say that they're going to support you, but who knows if it would have actually happened.
Exactly.
Thank God it did.
Yeah.
But it could have went left.
And that's
God came out his mouth. I like that.
Oh yeah. I say thank God. I say oh my God. I say inshallah. I say mashallah. I say it all.
He's still black.
Mashallah. Sounds like a believer over there. I like it.
Yeah. So I just felt like, yes, one, I liked what you said about asking people for marriage about it. And two, it's made me think like, yeah, like I can't, and I feel like just like seeing my mom go through what she went through with like, you know, like depression and like grief and like losing my dad and like ups and downs and like having money being tight and all that stuff. I just feel like I have like this grind in me that like won't let myself go through that. God forbid if that ever happens to me. Cause I can't be the woman behind the man. Cause God forbid if the man ever goes away, I have to be able to stand on my own 2 feet. And that goes for, and I'm not a picky person. Like I have friends who are like, he needs to make 6 figures and he needs to have this, and that, and like have his own car and saying that. I just want niggas who have fun. Niggas don't want to have fun anymore.
Expand on that.
So, and also,
All
like,
that was for niggas don't have fun?
yes, because
Oh, man, you-
also to go into this, my dad, I don't know, I meant to like a very like, what's the word? Like a very
Introspective.
weak.
thought.
Yeah, and I think it started from your video. And it was like, my dad was an extremely fun guy. Like my dad was known, like he'd walk into a room and everyone knew
Kawhi?
who he was. No, he was more fun than like genuinely actually
Kawhi was
fun.
ironically fun. He was
Yeah.
he was legitimately fun.
Yeah, so my dad was known as like the fun guy. Like literally, he'd walk into a room and everyone would know that it's him. He was stylish, all the above. So it's like, I just like, I feel like when guys ask me out on dates, it's always like they want to like impress or like, you know, like kind of like overdo it. Like they expect that I would want like a crazy, super fancy date or I want to go on vacation tomorrow. And I'm like, bro, like y'all don't want to have fun anymore?
Would you
Like,
rather be taken to Nobu or an arcade?
I'd take both, but I mean, like, I'm not going to be mad if a guy brought me to an arcade. Like, I'm going to have fun at the arcade.
Okay.
And I'd probably rather go on a first date to arcade than Nobu because you can
right.
actually, like, interact and have fun and kind of see a person at an arcade versus sitting across and eating miso cod. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I feel like men, and also maybe women are to blame too. Because yes, Tresor, I'm coming.
I
Maybe
didn't say-
women are to blame
Pause.
too.
I didn't say it.
I mean, I'm coming to your point because I saw your face.
Yeah.
I'm coming to your point because I see your face switching
Yeah.
up. Reversal man's trying to jump out. I maybe it's also women because, you know, a lot of women, they have that standard. Like, yes, I want to be taken out. I want to be spoiled. I want the gifts and I want, you know, my man to be this and whatever. So maybe men think that every woman thinks like that. So I have to be in the position to like take her to like these 5-star restaurants and tay. But then when they get to like me and I'm like, I just want, like, I can provide for myself. Very much so. I've worked my whole life to be able to do that. I don't need a man to take care. Yes, it'll be nice to get like gifts once in a while and, you know, nice. But like I worked so hard because I never want to rely on a man to for anything. Anything that I have that's designer nice, I've bought myself. Aside a few little pieces that were gifts. But most of it I bought myself. I don't need a man
What's
to
the
do that.
ratio?
But of what? Stuff that I bought myself versus, I would say 70-30. 70% I bought it, 30% there were gifts. You know what I mean? But it's like men, they just want to like over impress. And I just want, like, just laugh. Like, why can't we just go on a fun date?
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
tied
men,
it in.
they overthink it. And it's like, yeah, I got a ticket. And it's like, no, can you just think of a fun date?
Like in the context of dating already, like not approaching and stuff like that, right? Like after you guys have already started talking and like you're trying to plan a date, like that's in that context you're speaking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like, I just feel like y'all overthink it.
I can't call it because the one thing about like these topics is that like I don't date niggas. So like I can't like you guys have better insight than me. I think I'm a
Yeah.
fun guy, right? So I got to hear from
Same.
you guys. I got to hear from you guys' perspectives. Like, what do you think, Jephina?
I mean, okay, the one thing that I've learned, right, is like, you know, the person that if you have nothing planned and you have to sit down in your room and do nothing and you can still just like be calm and like enjoy just space. Because life is not always going to be exciting. Sometimes it'll be boring. Sometimes it'll be redundant. People got to work. People got to do shit, right? If there's someone that you can just enjoy just raw as it is without anything, that is seeming like a person for you. Mind you, I'm coming from a perspective where I put myself through a lot of fuckery and I put 3 people through a lot of fuckery. So I've gone to a far point where I've like, now I've realized this, right? And I think
That's dope about you. You admit both sides.
100%.
Yeah,
I'll be the
yeah.
first.
I put 'em through something, too.
Nobody can tell me about me. I'm gonna tell you about me before you tell me
Come
about
on,
me. I will tell
preach.
you that, right? And it's just like I think that, into your point of like having a partner and passing, that's probably my biggest fear at this point in my life. It's not that like I could provide for myself. I can do that. I mean, I've been doing it. I got a kid. I'm a single mom. I do it. You know what I mean? Like all those things. But it's just like, you know, when you love so deeply, that's like my biggest fear is actually that you die. Like you're like, what? Like you just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's actually probably one of my biggest fears. And like, that's probably one of the biggest indicators. Like that person is really much for you. It's like, wow. Like besides you losing a job, if you lose a job and we just sit down and be struggling a little, I gotta hold my weight, I will do that for you. You know what I mean? If we gotta just thug it out, like I could live in a simple 1-bedroom apartment, studio apartment, and have our picnic lying down on the floor. If I'm with you, we'll be good. We'll be fine. Like that's peace. You know what I mean? The biggest fear actually should be that your partner just dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my perspective. But I see where you're coming from. I think like based on your what you've experienced, it makes sense that you would have to feel that way about like men and what they bring to the table. It's just like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like bring some substance. Like let's have fun. Like because of how your dad was.
Yes, I need emotional, like fun substance. I don't need a man to come in here and bring me gifts and like make more money than me. I can do that, and I'm
That's
very
good.
fine doing that. I never want
That's
a
good.
man to come in here and change my life financially.
Have you found
But
him
you
yet?
know,
No.
but you know why I feel like you're like that is because you know how to have fun. Like as a person, like you actually have a personality. You actually know how to have fun. A lot of girls don't. Like, I think that's
The man never behind the camera slapping the table.
That's the
I have a
difference.
deeper angle to
He felt
Like
this.
a lot of girls, I know everyone has known those girls where it's like you will literally ask them, "What do you like to do for fun?"
Their brain short circuits.
And they
They're like,
fun.
I don't know, like stuff. Like,
What do you like to do?
I like to shop and
I go on Instagram.
travel and like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
bro?
So
Like,
you know when they break down the love languages, I think some people will attribute that to like my love language is gifts. Like some people they don't want to have much personality, but if you give me a gift, I feel loved. And I mean, I don't know how real that love language thing is. I mean, it's been spoken about for years. It's broken down into 5 categories. Maybe some people, perhaps, just putting it out there that they that's how they receive love. Like they don't know how to have fun, but like if you buy me this fancy ass bag, like wow, you love me. I think because I've come across a lot of females who are like they're very materialistic, extremely materialistic. If that doesn't, some men like that. They got money. They're like, buy my shorty a bag, cool. Like you know, for their dynamic, it works. It doesn't work for everybody though.
On the love language thing, because you brought that up, do you kind of, I was talking about this the other day, that I think it's important if you're going to like, you know, frame it with the love languages.
Yeah.
I think all of them are important.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna go about it that way and framing it that way, I think some people kind of look at love languages and pick 2 or 3 and are like, I don't need the other couple, you know? And
100%.
I feel like all of them are mandatory. Even if you're not a gift giving person, that kind of
Yeah.
needs to be an
100%.
element, right?
can you guys help me out? What are the 5?
Quality
Physical
time.
touch, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and receiving gifts. Yeah.
She had the down pack. Yes, ma'am. No,
Yeah,
you're,
all
you're
5
100%
sound
right
important,
because
yeah.
you know what? Like, if you're blessed in this lifetime, you come across somebody that really knows how to do all 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about gifts like fancy gifts, like just buying your girl lunch. So like just feeding her all the time, like that's technically a gift.
I also think like it kind of takes on, especially the women's end, because it's usually that scenario, to like allow somebody to do that. And that's kind of so. Sorry if this is crossing even boundaries and stuff like that. But like, do you feel?
Oh, let's get personal.
No, but
Let's go.
Let me sit up.
Yeah. But do you?
Let me cross my feet.
Do you feel like that kind of sediment of not okay? I don't need the man. I'm not giving him.
I never said I don't need the man.
Sorry, yeah, I'm being a little, but like you're not gonna give him the opportunity, almost kind of for you to like rely on him. Do you
Financially?
Okay.
Like for necessity.
Only financially, and I say that, and I'm asking this, and like, so does that come from? Is that a trauma response?
Yes, because like I said, my dad was like the caregiver. You know, my dad was like the super dad, so he's like to pick you up from school and then bring you to the office and this and that, and he was plugged in. He was everything. So it's kind of like when he disappeared, all of that unfortunately kind of disappeared. You know what I mean? So it's like, I need to, like I said, I want emotional, laugh, fun, someone to build with, all that stuff. But like, for example, if my man makes millions a year, that's not going to stop me from doing something that I like to do. Like, I want to be a VP, you know, and still be super mom and all the above. You know, if my man makes more money than me, that's not going to be like, oh, he makes all the money, so I don't need. I have goals that I want to do.
What if one of those goals is like raising a family and stuff, right?
Me or him?
Together, right? That's
but I always pictured my life to be able to do both.
But if he is making a lot of money and he's kind of coming to that place of like, okay, we want to start a family now, and that may require you to not work as much.
Ever?
Yeah, or maybe not ever, but like for a period of time, maybe an extended period of time.
18 years.
I think it depends. Like,
And you kind of there's a level of rope that you kind of gotta give somebody for that. That's scary, right?
because you could
Yeah.
work.
And
Found
not
out it
wanting to
wasn't
do
his.
that, and not wanting to do that, I'm saying can come from that trauma response, right?
Like, you could work, but it doesn't have to be full-time job type. Like, if your husband's LeBron, you're not having a full-time job. It's just not gonna happen.
but LeBron's gonna tell you to stop working,
Yeah.
I get it.
and you're very passionate about working.
but
Like
I'm
that's
gonna
to your
need
core, right?
something.
But here
Like-
now, let's take a different approach. Just, you know me, conscious mind, right? Like when you find something that you love to do, you never work. So like you could do, you know, maybe not your job that gives you like a every 2-week paycheck. You're getting paid by someone else, but you're getting paid.
you could be
from
a
your
lash
own
tech.
doing.
I don't want to be
Oh my gosh! Shout out to the last.
Get LeBron, you're still potting.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
That's doable.
Yeah, I'm definitely potting.
You could do that from your house.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's just so you love it.
That's different
Yeah.
than like you have to
Yeah.
clock into.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
Yeah.
bills.
But even like my job, I genuinely like my job now. Like I don't wake up every Monday like, oh, I can't stand this job.
That's
No,
a
I
beautiful
like my
thing.
job.
That's rare. That's a
It
beautiful
is
Have you ever
very
spoken?
rare.
I don't know what you do. Can you talk
I
about
work
that?
I won't say, but I work in like marketing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I really do enjoy my job. I have a great, like for my age, I make a good amount of money. Like I have a great, like title. Like I'm gonna go higher, like promotion wise. So like I like what I do, like genuinely.
Mo
So-
cut waters on Zoe after. What on you?
So I like what I do. That's why I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of ahead, I guess, like the average 28-year-old living in the GTA with like how much I make or whatever I do, that like men are like, oh my God, like that's the scariest thing in the world. Like,
Intimidated.
wow.
You gonna find a man that is not intimidated by that.
Yeah.
Real
But my
men,
thing is,
men.
like, even if you don't say make as much money as me, or maybe like, what is the issue?
Ego.
It's definitely ego.
For men.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, people have trauma responses too. Like,
No,
like
you're
men,
right.
like, you know, on that whole
True.
of not having and coming
'Cause-
from less than or being
but
less
let's-
fortunate. Like,
Let's be real, right? Like, if a woman called you big money, you not tripping.
That's facts.
If I call, or like, if a man calls Zoe big money, she's like, what?
Yeah.
So that,
Yeah.
that just shows how the gender roles are different right there.
For sure. But I feel like my big money just comes from one, or not my drive to like work really hard and like do as much as I can comes from one, the trauma response of seeing my mom be a single parent and having to like cut back on life and not having my kids or whoever come out of that having to do the same thing.
a lot of people in your situation don't know that, by the way, that it's a trauma response that they're reacting to, like what they're going off of.
Right.
But shout out to you.
Yeah, I feel, and I don't think it's the worst trauma response. You know what I mean? Like me wanting to
productive.
have a very like stable income. So I don't think that's the worst thing. I
Yeah,
just
it's not
saw.
like you're doing hair on.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw my mom go through a really, really, really hard time, and God forbid, I just don't want that to ever happen for me.
Absolutely.
Did your
So
mom-
really,
Did your mom also inspire you to be like independent, just by watching what she does, for example?
Yeah, but I think my mom also gets offended when I tell her she needs, like, for example, if my mom's like, oh, I want to like get like do this. I'm like, okay, so then get the promotion. And she'll be like, it's not. I'm like, no, so do it. Like I have that thing. I'm like, okay,
You
so
are
do
like
it.
that.
Yeah. So my thing's like, oh, my mom's
Just
like, oh,
do it.
I want to make more money. Okay, so then move up.
So I think what
Like,
you're
you know,
really
work
doing,
harder and move up.
you're speaking to the woman who just sit down and you just want to be like housewife. Like
Kinda.
they want their life funded, because realistically in this generation there's a lot of women who want their life funded.
Oh, 100%.
They don't want to do anything. To be honest, most of them actually can't even cook.
Yeah.
They just want their life funded because they look good, their body's shaped right.
Yeah.
So you're speaking really to them. Like you're saying, like, listen, like I don't want to be like you're always gonna be a go getter. You're always gonna
Always.
yeah. And the right man is gonna come about your presence, and he's gonna appreciate that. You're like, wow, my girl's a hustler. I gotta hustle hard. My girl's a hustler. Even if he doesn't make as much money as you, he's gonna be like, yeah, my girl's a hustler. You can find your match. I'm gonna see the days. I'm gonna see the days. I'm gonna see the days. You can find your match.
Yeah.
I like
But I
that
mean,
for
it's also like, if I find a man who's like, okay, so then get behind me. Like, I don't think I'll ever be the woman behind the man. I don't think that'll ever be me. Like, emotionally, yes. Like, I can be very submissive, but, like, I won't be the woman behind the man where, like, I'm relying on you, like, for everything. Like, you can lead our household. You can like, be the man. You know what I mean? But, like, you're not going to be, like, I have to rely on you. Like, if anything happens,
we're just
then you
talking
wanna
about
put me-
financial, though.
Financial and,
That's
like,
fine.
necessity-wise.
Because otherwise, though, because when we talk about real healthy marriages, from my understanding, though, like men are supposed to lead.
Oh, for sure.
There has to be a leader in the household, and like I want my man to lead. Like you gonna lead us, like you know what I mean?
no.
And as a very
100%.
independent woman, that's probably scary to like hand those keys to.
100%.
Right?
But
Like,
he has to lead. Like I said, it's like the
you have to
right
hand him the
man.
keys. You got to give him the keys.
The
Yeah.
right man has to be a leader. Because I was like, listen, I have been an alpha female my entire life. Nobody tells me shit. I don't listen to nobody. I have my own governing, my own like understanding, right? But like at some point in your life, by God's will, by God's will,
Inshallah.
like inshallah, you will find a man that is like, you are actually a proper leader. Like I can trust you to lead like my legacy, including like your children. If that's in God's will for you, you'll find the right man who like, I can actually submit to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not some things like you don't even have to agree with your man, but it's like, you know what? Okay, all right, God take the wheel. I've chosen you to lead us. Go for it.
Yeah.
And if he fails, you still gonna be there to back him. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I saw a girl make a TikTok about this, and I thought it was interesting. She said how she has stopped getting mad at her man for not knowing things, and I thought, like, duh, like, what do you mean? Why would you get mad? And she said how for a long time, because he was a man, she just automatically expected him to have all the answers to all her problems and know all the solutions to everything. And she was like, yo, like eventually I just realized that like he's living life and doing things for the first time just like I am. And he's not my dad. Like he's not gonna have all the answers. He hasn't lived this life before. And I never thought about that. And it's like, yo, some people really are like that, where it's like, just because you're a guy, people expect you to just know everything all the time. And it's like, it's my first day out here just like you. Like, I don't know. So how am I
we
expected
try,
to just
right?
know everything
Yeah.
off the bat? And I feel like that was interesting because I don't think a lot of people realize that they do that to people.
And
sometimes.
we're kind of in a tricky position as dudes too, because like sometimes I don't even know if women want a solution. Sometimes I just think
A
they
lot
want.
of times they
They
don't.
just want
Come
us.
on.
So I don't even like, you know, you gotta play it by ear and
What do
be
you mean
like,
by that?
like do
Sometimes girls
Yeah, do
just
you-
want to vent.
Yeah.
You don't
Fair.
want. You
Right.
don't want.
Men are bad at understanding that.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah.
Because
You're-
we're like problem solvers.
We're solution oriented.
right.
Want us to, like,
But I like a solution-oriented man.
yes, but you don't always
Some
want us to
people
like,
don't. Yeah.
I do. I know I do. I do.
Because sometimes people claim it's insensitive. I don't see it like that. If you're like, oh my gosh, my boss is the worst and I hate all my coworkers, my first thing I'm gonna say is, okay, so what's the solution? I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say, I'm sorry you feel that way. How can I make it
Oh,
better?
you're not gonna do that. Sometimes she
I'm
needs
trying
that
to
though.
fix it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to fix the problem.
But I feel like sometimes I'm like that though. Like I can
What's
be
the
very
solution?
solution-oriented. It's like,
Logic
okay, yeah,
oriented?
you're like, okay, yeah, you're venting. Okay, so now what's the game plan? You know, how are we gonna change this?
Yes, you are. Yes.
You think
Sometimes
yeah.
people don't want a solution.
No,
they just
for sure.
wanna,
They
They
just
want to be
yeah.
heard. They want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jephina,
like-
what
that's-
side do you land on?
I
when
got
you're
a lot
venting.
of thoughts in here. I've been taking notes. Okay, so going back to your original point, right? When you were saying that girl on TikTok said that, like, you're not my dad. Sometimes even in life will teach you that, like, even your parents, it's their first time being a parent.
Word.
You know what I mean? I've held my parents up for a lot of things, and now I'm a parent. I'm like, dang, I
Well,
don't
I'm
got
not
this
a
shit
parent, but-
figured out. My kid could, like, very well come at me like, yo, mom. You know what I mean?
When you
And
realize your parents are just
so it's
people.
like, yo,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
like when you take out like the relationship aspect of people and just like, you're just a person. Like everyone goes through their own shit. Could be your parents, could be your grandparents, could be your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Everybody be going through shit. You know what I mean? So having that grace. Second layer, okay, speaking to your point, and I can see where you're at because that's where I was at for a long time. Like you don't submit very easy. It's gonna take a certain type of man, and I can see that it's gonna take a certain type of man that's gonna come and just like swoop off your feet, and you'd be like, oh fuck, didn't expect that. You know what I mean? It's like trauma responses, yes, but I don't even want to like say sometimes it's like you existed in for me I can't speak for you. I existed in chaos growing up. I existed in chaos. My family's chaotic. I come from as chaotic as it seems, drugs. Lot of kids, lot of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? So like I was attached to chaos. Like I don't want solutions from men because it's like, oh, this is not comforting to me. Like that means that I have to face my issues. That means I gotta like work through them. And me, she's a runner. She's a track star. I ran from everything.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fix on nothing because that means I have to address shit. You know what I mean? At some point I had to rework that because I'm just like, oh wow, this person has really come up and stepped on like, you're not about to be like this no more. What you saying over there? Oh,
Keep
okay.
going. Don't lose your train of thought.
But at some point, you know what I mean? The right circumstances will kind of bring you down to like, yo, listen, you're gonna have to submit to somebody. I really do believe that's a true thing in marriage, though. Like
She
you're
just
gonna
stuck
have
her
to.
tongue out in disgust.
That's okay, no. And like I say this in the most genuine way, where it's
Disgusted.
like I can see where that comes from, though. You have valid reasons for being like that, but sometimes the way God works, He's just gonna show you the right way that's gonna bring it out of you. Like, yo, I can't be like this anymore. I couldn't be like the way I was forever. Like, oh my gosh, I would. The man demo would be like, she's a menace. She's one of us. She's a menace. I like, sure. It down. If you probably even hear about me from people who really don't know me for who I am, they'd be like, "Oh, I heard that she's a menace, that girl." You know what I mean? And I didn't listen to nobody.
You think that's the biggest misconception about you?
No, because I wouldn't even say it's a misconception. At some point, it was facts.
Yeah.
Damn.
I told you,
Accountable woman.
I will be the first. But that took a while to get here, though.
Applause for
It's in the rear view now.
It's in the rear view, and I mean, there was a lot of ego that had to be broken. There's a lot of shame. I had to carry a lot of shame. I'm like, dang, I did that. Dang, it's not nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But listen, when God makes you have a willing heart, like, man, God really turned the tables around for me.
Yeah.
I'm happy He did that though, because I would have been hard, stubborn. You ain't gonna tell me shit for a long time, because that's what I did for a long time. But yeah, to your point, I mean, men, I have a son. It is very unfair that like one day people, like a woman is going to expect him to like not be emotional. That kid cries all the time and he's just like, mommy, you know what I mean? He freaking loses a game. He's like, oh, I can't. Like, there's no difference, even though like I think there are biological differences of how men and women are made up. Like, men are still emotional creatures. When you're a child, like your mom coddles you and cradles you just like a woman. A girl or a boy child, there's no distinctive difference. So at some point, there are a lot of men pressures that women don't have to face. But that's, you know me, I'm gonna relate it back to God. Like, God designed it like that because I could not see y'all push out a baby the way we have to. That's a different type of pressure. Y'all
have a
will never
smaller
know what
hole,
that feels
yeah.
like. And but
What'd
like,
you just say?
No, keep.
what he said something that's
What'd you say?
something about genders.
About like a smaller hole.
You got a smaller hole. Our hole ain't big, but God made it stretch to 10 centimeters. Okay, I saw my nephew born the other day. No, seriously, like the baby was coming out. I'm like, I literally have a video. I'm videotaping it. I'm like, oh,
videotaped
I
it?
videotaped it. It's my nephew. I'm like, he's gonna come out like a piece of cardboard. It is so thin. Like the whole, it's not like the baby comes out and it's like there's like a big gaping hole. It comes out from this and the head, it expands around the head and it comes out. But that's the type of pressure that God knew woman would handle. Now there's another type of pressure that men have to handle. Like if you gotta lead this household, yeah, you're gonna have to have a little extra layer of like backbone because.
So the pressure is women.
Yeah, there's different levels of pressure. And that's why I mean God designed us. We need each other. That's the beautiful part about marriage. Like, yo, you need each other.
I think so.
You know, like you have different pressures. But yeah, shit. I mean, it's a long time coming. I'm 30 now. Can't tell you I would
People
have
turn 30 and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I said that. I knew Chesney was gonna go with
I'm
that.
30.
I'm 30 now. I'm gonna tell y'all.
That's gonna be me, December 30th.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the same bars.
Oh
That's gonna be us season 6.
Yeah.
Yuck. Yuck. No, I won't. Season 6, I won't be 30. Season
Is
7,
that
I'll be
next
30.
year?
We will be.
Jeez.
I won't be 30.
Yes, you will be.
No,
Season
I
6,
won't.
you will be 30.
Next year?
Next year you will
Yes,
be
you're not
30.
95.
You will be
30.
turning
You'll be
30
30 next year.
Okay. See, my problem is I keep thinking of years in school years.
Don't skip this.
Why? We've been out of school for 10 plus years.
But
Well,
still.
we've got late birthdays, so it's beneficial.
Yeah,
for
my
us to
birthday's
think
late.
about.
I be thinking of years in school years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
next
No.
September I still won't be 30, but
Okay,
Close
well,
enough.
next October, you. But anyways, yeah, before we move on, yeah, I just think it's like, I don't know. I feel like maybe there will be a shift in like Actually, no, I don't believe there's going to be a shift in authenticity when it comes to people in our generation. And we're in a very weird spot.
yeah, we're cooked.
I'm gonna say this though, right?
Yeah.
Like
We're cooked.
I don't
Yeah.
think the majority is going to be, but like that's so cliche to say, but like in a room where you can't see change, you have to be the change. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo,
Oh, that's a bar.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rosa
Let
Parks.
me get the gunshots. Not even the air horn. Let me get the gunshots.
yeah, and I promise you, like I've seen the work that God has done on me. I'm gonna tell y'all, you know what I mean? Like
He's done miracles.
men aren't
on me.
men ain't shit. When women are like men ain't shit, it's like there's a plethora of good men out there.
Oh, I believe that.
When men are like women are whatless, there's a lot of good women doing a lot of strong and great things for themselves, but everyone is just damaged, right? So when everyone is just damaged, yo, you gotta just be like that person was like, yo, yeah, I come from a damaged place and I have been damaged, but I'm fight hard. I've had
Yeah.
to fight hard to be where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I've had
no.
to really fight hard. I had to fight a lot of internal shit, and it's not pretty. Like I said, I had to face a lot of shame. Y'all seen the fucking baby father video? I don't even know if
No,
you seen
I
the
saw
video.
it live.
He saw it live, you know what I mean? But like even like me putting that video out there, my baby father, it wasn't like there's a lot of shit that wasn't like on his end. I'm not gonna speak for him, but accountability is where I was there for. So I was there to be like, yeah, realistically, that's where I was at. Yep, I was 23. That's where I was at. I didn't know how to fucking exit. Da da da. You know, I don't care if you're gonna take accountability. He didn't take accountability for a lot of shit, but nonetheless, it's just like, yo, when you take accountability of the shit that you've put yourself and other people through,
Yeah.
you can make strides.
Yeah.
Won't happen overnight because I said I'm gonna do better. I made the same mistakes. Maybe once, sometimes twice. You know what I mean? But yo, you can get somewhere. So there's somebody out there for everybody. I'm wishing marriage for everybody. In God's
Yeah.
grace.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Amen.
do think, yeah, I don't, it's hard to say that everyone's damaged. I wouldn't say everyone's, I mean,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
not
you
everyone.
could say that.
You can kind of say that
Realistically,
everyone's damaged. Because I also,
Everybody's always been damaged.
Yeah,
For
I don't
sure.
think anyone is just
Not damaged.
has no trauma in their life.
oh,
at all.
I 100% agree. But I also don't believe that anyone's ever fully healed either. Because there's always going to be that one, like I said, life is forever going, like, well, not forever going until you pass, obviously, but it's forever changing. You know, you're always going to have something that's going to bring out a response that you might not even know is from, you know, when you were X years old or whatever. When people, like, for example, when people are like, oh my, like, you have friends who are like, oh my God, why is Zoe always traveling? And how's she, I'm like, that is me healing my inner child. I never got to travel as a kid. When kids, like, I'm not kidding you guys. People think that I lived this. Oh, no. The first time I went away was in 2017 to Dominican with my friends. Before that, I went away since I was.
Republica?
What?
Republica?
What is that? Dominican
Rio
Republic?
Republica.
The
What is-
hotel.
No.
that everyone
We
goes
stayed
to
at
from
some. No,
Toronto.
not there. Anyways, but I didn't travel from when I was like 10 up until I was however old I was, 20, 21 in 2017.
I know.
I don't know. What? It was just Jamaica. I used to go to Jamaica and the United States. That's all my mom could really afford. And even going to Jamaica, my grandfather have to help pay for our plane tickets. So like when I'm traveling now, like I'm literally,
Same.
I used to cry. Cause I'm like, I want to go on a plane. I want to visit, blah, blah, blah. And my mom couldn't afford it. So me traveling now, it's not like, oh, I want to show off. I'm healing my inner child. I never got that experience.
Yeah.
I had kids who in school used to, oh yeah, my parents are going to Bahamas for Christmas. They're going to this and this. And I used to be like, damn. Like,
Same.
oh, man.
going nowhere.
It would be so nice to go on a family vacation. Like, you know, and I never had that experience.
Word.
Yeah.
I did. So when I travel now, it's like, I want to do it. Like, and I don't care who it's with, it's by myself or with my friends. Like, with a man one day, like, this is just me. I never got to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like me buying, like I've never had that stuff.
You go, girl.
Yeah, I love
So when people see it as like, oh, you're trying to flex. No, I literally just never had that. And now I have the means to do it. So I want to.
And that's what you feel like you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Some people want to buy Dior. You want to go on a trip.
Yeah.
That's
Or
fine.
both.
Either way, it's
Or
fine.
both. That
Okay.
way.
That inner child. I didn't know that about you.
Really?
No, I did not. I did not know that. No.
Low-key, I was kind of the
That
same
makes a lot
way.
of sense.
Besides Jamaica or America, I never went anywhere until S trip.
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you finesse the trips with S Trip.
Yeah. I just didn't pay.
Wow, look at this episode being deep. I like it.
Jephina getting us to pull
I
back
like
layers and
it.
everything.
Yeah, I like it.
But I mean, that's
Is
now
that,
we're
is that
in-
a real thing when niggas though? They see the IG highlights and they're like,
oh,
yo,
I get
that's
it.
for sure.
Oh,
Yo, but that's
what?
the thing. Usually, maybe 7 times out of 10,
Mm.
a girl with IG highlights with like different countries in them, it's usually not a good signifier.
Oh yeah, what does that signify?
Funded.
It's funded.
It's not even necessarily funded. It's just a lot of times those girls are the girls that are the what can you do for me type.
Oh yeah.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
A lot of the time.
Just a majority.
No, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
I
That's when
do
it comes down to mindset,
Turks,
though, right? Because if
Jamaica.
you think about it,
Spain, DR, Mexico. Oh my god.
that girl that's
DR.
traveled, she's seen things like she's seen what God has created. She's not just in a bubble. She's not just like, oh,
I
this is
don't
all
know
it
if
is.
I would go that way about it.
She's enlightened, the girl that traveled.
I think so.
She went to
I
Turks
mean,
and Caicos for the culture.
No.
just
She
to
wanted to go to
enjoy
Noah's
herself.
Ark.
Like
Just
she's
to-
just there
oh, yeah.
enjoying herself.
Yeah.
She wanted to go to Noah's Ark to see the Cuban
But
links.
that's gonna come. Everything's a mindset.
I never been. When I went to Turks, I didn't even know Noah's Ark existed. Yeah.
That exists and takes a
Turks. Yeah, no, it's a big thing now. I don't know. Maybe one day if I ever
Oh,
return
the
to
replica
Turks.
where they made that big.
It's not an actual.
No, it's not a real Noah's
God
Ark.
bless her
God.
heart.
No,
Jephina.
no, I seen. There's Google that shit.
Oh.
I've seen it. There's like
God
literally
bless
a
your heart,
replica
Jephina.
of Noah's Ark where they
No,
built
that's
it in
not
the
what
We're
I'm
desert.
talking about like the club, like the
That's
or
not
like,
what I'm talking
it's
about.
like a club or
Okay.
like a party venue.
God
you
knows my
see.
heart. God knows my
Yeah,
heart.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, no. But I
I didn't get
mean,
it.
Say
like I
mashallah
said-
over there.
Mashallah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stun on anybody. I'm really just I'm healing my inner child.
Word.
I
know?
love that for you.
It is what it is. I never had. People are like, oh yeah, you had this bougie lifestyle and this and that. No, I had bougie taste that I got from my dad because he was a bougie nigga or man. But I never had that. So now that I have the means, I just try to get in where I can. Try to
What's your
experience.
inner child that you healed, Mucho? What do you do now that you
Ooh,
didn't
that's
get
a
to
really
do?
good question.
The inner child that I heal now. Shit. Probably. Damn.
Give him a second. Damn.
Inner
That's a
child-
really deep question.
like a
It's like
inner-
a
Okay, you know what
really-
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go. We're gonna go run and
Oh, I
ask
used to
all
be.
the men here.
Okay. I used to be a fat kid.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a.
Do
I
you
used
have
to be a
pictures?
chubby fat kid, belly out, like boobies.
That's
And that's why he wears no shirt all the time. We solved it.
That is why you hate fat people.
Yeah, well,
That's
alright,
why
I
he
won't
wears
say
no
that.
Okay, no, I'm not
shirt.
gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I won't say that.
That's why he
But-
wears no
Can't wear
shirt.
my shirt
But
off. I'm
Mujo
not-
do be a little like, huh? You know?
Yeah,
That's not
so
what I was saying.
I really enjoy being in shape.
Yeah.
That's it.
Interesting. I did not know you were fat.
Yeah.
Fat,
said
level 1 haircut, bad
all of that.
hairline.
Really?
You gotta
Damn.
insert
Like,
some
were you
pictures.
like
You gotta
fat,
give
fat, or
us.
just like a little like kid chubby?
Cause the thing too is that I was like a midget too.
Okay,
So I
words.
was, or sorry,
No,
I was,
that's fine, that's fine.
I was like a little person. So I was like condensed.
Oh.
So you're just round like a butterfly.
Yeah, just like a-
Roly-poly type of
Until
East
maybe
African.
11th grade.
Really? That long?
Well, like from like let's say
How tall were you in 10th grade?
8 to 11th grade. 10th grade, I was maybe 5'1", 5'2". I wasn't that. Yeah, I was like maybe 5'3", 10th grade. Yeah,
That's tiny.
When did you hit your growth spurt?
11th grade, like the summer going into it, and then I'm just average now.
Damn.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What about you, Clyde?
Man, that's not a fun question.
It's not a bad question.
But I feel like this is kind of like a minor one, but it's not fun either. But I'm trying to think of one that's fun. But I remember just like younger, food wasn't as prevalent in the household, and like I have this thing now where I order too much food. Like I always want to do takeout and stuff like that, and I remember like unpacking why that is.
Yeah.
And even like I also think there was like a time where like I always was like I'm the friend that never makes plans. Like you invite me out, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was younger, I was always like had friends like phone numbers and stuff, and like tried to like make plans that like never worked out and stuff. So now and then I'm like the exact opposite of that. Like now I'm like introverted. I was never introverted before,
Yeah.
So I feel like being that way is almost like a response
So you were the
to that.
so you were the kid that got invited to things and said not. Like I'm trying to understand.
No, now I'm that kid.
Now you're that kid.
Yeah. Before I feel like I would try and make things happen, and like it just people wouldn't show up or something, all right? And then like come play ball, no one would come play ball, like something like that. So now I'm like the opposite, like extreme in the other way.
Damn, now you're paying it back to us by not pulling up.
Yeah.
Word.
Y'all paying for my
We
trauma.
didn't do that to you.
Okay, Tresor, how do you hear your inner child?
For me, I'll probably say.
And the pod does that. Fuck you. Can get people here on one day a week on a Tuesday. It's
That's funny.
commitment. Yeah.
First thing off the top of my head I could probably think of is like I was the kid where like I would have posters on my wall of like Jordans that I wanted, and I would make like Word documents of all the shoes that I wanted. I could never ever get them because like my mom is Jamaican, and a lot of Jamaicans have that like scarcity mindset where it's like they just like they won't buy anything. Like you're not getting anything ever. You're getting like one pair of shoes a year. So for me, it's probably shoes. Like I just buy a lot of shoes that I never could have gotten when I was a kid. So that's
now your abundance theory.
It depends, but in moderation though. I don't overspend. Like I buy a lot of shoes, but like I don't pay resale. Like I'm not spending $900 on a pair of shoes and stuff. But like I definitely probably have more shoes than I need. Like I have multiple pairs of shoes that I've never worn ever. But yeah, that's probably
Shoes, hats, and varsity jackets, right?
Yeah, but way more shoes than I probably need.
Jephina, did you answer the question?
I mean, I didn't answer the question. I mean, I don't know if I'll avoid the question for now.
Mike. Does it keep falling?
Yeah.
You're good where it falls, eh?
Oh, okay, yeah.
you're
I mean, I just keep pushing it up.
I know.
I think the interesting thing, see how you guys all answered? I'm not just speaking to y'all, maybe more men out there. There's probably someone out there that's watching as a man who's gone through some dark shit. Because boys go through some dark shit, just like women go through some dark shit. Men just aren't able to speak about it as freely based on shame, based on a lot of things. So, I mean, for another man who's watching out there that has like some deeper shit that they can't face or really want to talk about it, like, you're not alone. I know a lot of men who've gone through some like dark shit. Like, I mean, I hate to bring this here on the Relentless Diaries, like, that is there, but like, a lot of little boys get molested. And they just can never talk about it. You know what I mean? And like how they heal that shit. It's fucking crazy, actually. I know a lot of guys, they wild out. They're with a lot of girls. They do a lot of things. But will they ever come on a podcast and say that? Probably never. Probably 99 out of 100 men will probably never talk about that.
Yeah.
That shit gets really dark for men. And I mean, I'm raising a boy, and I'm just saying these things because I also am raising a son. That like, I'm just being very cautious about like how men are able to express themselves. So I'm proud of you guys. I'm not saying I'm by no way I'm saying like y'all have experienced like darkness like that, but it's like, you know, he's like sneakers. It's like very like, you know.
But of course, there's still more.
Of course.
Let's
You know,
get
but
into the aunties you smashed.
Okay, let's
Wait, all right, my bad.
you see how I got out of my question? I got out of that.
I personally have never smashed an auntie.
That's crazy.
But what counts as an auntie?
What's next on the itinerary?
Aunties in our generation could be like 35. That's different. That's not a real auntie.
I think aunties are like 45 plus.
I've never
Aunties
done
are
that.
getting younger.
That's what I said. Aunties in
Now
our
they
generation.
are, but I feel like, and like back then, like, you know, for us, aunties were like 40s.
45,
yeah.
50. It's like teachers. All your teachers were 60 and like pop down.
Would you
Now
get mad if a YG called you an auntie?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
you're an
not a-
auntie right
No,
now.
I'm not.
That's
No,
how they
I'm
pull-
not.
I'm an
Zoe,
auntie
you're
to
almost
their
30.
kids.
There you
That's how
go.
they pull up at you
Let's
at
calm
caravan.
down. That's not auntie.
Zoe, you're almost 30. You're an auntie.
No.
You said is it your cousin or your nephew?
You can be an
My
Your
auntie.
little cousin or your nephew, your godson is like 16,
My little cousin is
Yeah.
16. That doesn't make me an auntie. We're cousins.
but you're auntie age to him.
No, he's 16. I'm cousin age.
No.
We're 11 years apart.
Cousin age.
He'll be
is-
17 in November.
Cousin age is your age bracket.
We're 11 years apart.
You're shooting yourself some bail.
I think we're like cousin.
I'm not buying
high
it.
cousin age. On the higher
You're
end
on the
of good.
borderline of auntie age.
That's disgusting. That is
Nobody's got
no.
40-year-old cousin, 30-year-old.
Yeah,
cousin.
that's what I'm
My
saying.
family, we do.
I think
My
11-year-old,
family too.
11-year age gap is too close to be called an auntie.
I think so for
yeah?
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
16 to 27.
Yeah, that's a grown ass kid.
He's gonna be 17 and we're
Me
11 years apart.
personally, I would say yeah.
He can still hang. Like
If the kid is 10, then he can call
Yes.
her auntie.
if I brought Jacob here, he could hang.
Yeah,
How old?
He's
It
17.
depends.
He's gonna be
Oh,
17
yeah.
November.
It
Like
depends.
if I
But
brought my
it's-
godson here, that's more like auntie. He's like 8 or 6.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
You're-
Okay.
you're
Anyways,
you're an auntie to somebody, but go on.
yeah.
An hour 20, we haven't touched one single topic.
I know. Let's get into the fun nitty gritty. Do we want to talk about what should we do? We should like roll the dice.
Let's do
okay.
the Mount Rush. Let's make it light.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
We
been a
can
heavy
do-
first.
Right?
Sorry,
The
Dad.
Mount Rushmore of reality TV shows.
Ooh.
I think this is a great topic
That's a good one.
because
Let the woman start.
I'm a reality
We
TV
need like a black one and a white one.
whore.
I watched a lot of reality TV in my day too.
Now-
I'm not gonna lie.
There's like, because I'm a reality TV whore, so it's like there's sorry,
No, me
there's
too,
like
me too.
deep cut reality TV Mount Rushmore. Then there's like well known
It's just the
reality
real
TV,
Mount. How
right?
much is Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5?
Four.
Four.
Four?
And it's not the 4 best. It is the 4 founding fathers.
Oh,
of
we're founding fathers.
That's what Mount
I don't know.
Rushmore is.
It's
like-
it is a
Yeah.
monument of the founding father. That's what the Mount
But-
Rushmore
Yeah,
is.
that's technically what it is.
But it
though.
has
say
to
Mount
be
Rushmore like
best
it's
though. But it has to incorporate the best too though.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
a
going.
balance.
Say one. Say one, and we'll all say one. Because I have my
I
first
have
one off
one.
the top of my head
Yeah.
too.
Okay, top of my head is definitely Real World.
Oh, that was the first
That's
one.
the one.
That was the one I was going to
That's
say.
Mount Rushmore.
That's what I
Real
was going
World
to say.
has to be Mount Rushmore.
I might be anti-black for this, but my first one, not the best, it's just the first one off the top of my head is Jersey Shore.
I was gonna say number 2 would be Jersey Shore.
Has
I'm
to
putting
be-
Jersey Shore
has
on the
to be
list.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore is what?
Yeah.
Breaking
Has to be
boundaries.
Jersey Shore.
Broke
Number
boundaries.
3. This is where things get sticky. Like if we're
I have another one, and it's not a black one yet. It is a staple. It's undeniable, even if you didn't watch
Starts
it.
with a
The
B.
impacts.
Starts with a B.
Starts with a V.
No,
I would think.
no.
Oh, I thought
B or B?
impact
V.
Oh, yeah. That,
The
it should be that
impact-
one.
Yes.
has impacted culture, life, everything. Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's like new.
That's
Oh,
not
it's just-
new.
sorry,
at
no,
all.
it's just-
Not
it's
new.
not.
He's cooking.
It's
It's
not
not new at
that
all.
new.
2007.
Kim Kardashian.
That's almost
changed-
20 years.
6, no.
Oh, I
my
guess
fault.
so.
Maybe.
Kim
I don't know.
Kardashian alone changed how women look.
But that's what I'm saying. But hold on, though, because I'm gonna get deep. Because now,
She
but
invented influencers.
even before Kim K, if we're getting to our deep cut bag, the Simple Life.
Oh,
with-
you're about to say the simple
the
life?
Simple Life with the Cole Richie and Paris Hilton.
That was a good
That
That
was way-
show
yeah,
walked
that
so
was-
Kardashians could blood clot run.
Yeah.
But if-
yeah.
That was
But if
Yeah.
I'm putting Simple Life against Kardashians, I'm picking Kardashians.
Really?
You're not picking
You're
Simple
picking
Life
Simple
over
Guys, the Simple Life
Kardashians.
was good.
Simple Life came before the Kardashians.
It was way before. It was way
Wait,
before.
Was it simple life with Paris Hilton and Nicole
And
Richie?
Nicole Richie.
Oh,
Richie.
yeah.
When
One
they
walked,
took-
one flew. Take the one
But,
that flew.
if we're talking about monumental, the people that like founded it,
That's
that has
Kardashian?
to go before.
Yeah,
no, it
that
has to
founded
go
true.
it, but it's not the like.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't
That's
put
what
it
I'm
on
trying to figure out. So
Rushmore.
is it founder or
Without
is it best?
them, there would be no
No, it has
Kardashians.
to be like the top best at this point. The one that
Oh, the
influenced
top best.
most.
Oh,
I wouldn't
I'm
put
going
Simple Life as the
Kardashians.
best. You're
Yeah.
right. I would go
Kardashians have
Kardashians.
influenced more than
Kardashians.
Simple Life.
100%.
So we're at 3 right now? How many?
So
are
we're
we
at
That's two.
Kardashians, Jersey
That's
Shore,
two.
and the Real World.
Real
And
World.
the last one is The Bachelor and
Yep.
Bachelorette. Because every
I
dating
would put
show
The
is based
Bachelor.
on that.
Yeah.
I would put The Bachelor.
all that
You're
balloon
right.
popping
But-
shit is all Bachelor.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
just glorified Bachelor. There's a couple more that have
Honorable mentions? Might as well.
There's a lot of honorable mentions. Honorable mention for I didn't really watch it, but Bad Girls Club.
I was gonna say Bad
Yeah.
Girls Club.
Gotta
for
put
sure.
Bad Girls Club in
Love
there.
and
Ratchet
Hip Hop.
shit. Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop.
I hate
Love and Hip Hop.
putting
You gotta put it on.
You
there.
have to put Love and Hip Hop
Spawned
in there.
careers. We got Cardi B.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
You
there's
gotta
like
put Love
we
and Hip
all
Hop
like there's
in
all like
there.
a hilarious meme that
Oh,
we've
for
laughed
sure.
from,
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I mean?
right.
I think you have to put what did I just have in my
White
head?
refrigerator.
For dating.
Well, I mean, Real Housewives has to be on there.
Yeah.
I know
I never
for
got
men,
into that,
you
but
got
yeah.
men don't really get into it. But if you
It
ever
is
have a
big.
girl who's into it, Real Housewives is the shit.
Am I confusing Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives?
You might be.
Probably.
You
Are
could
you?
be.
Which one has the white refrigerator?
That's Real Housewives.
Real Housewives.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one I want.
Not a white refrigerator.
For dating, yes, I would say The Bachelor is the founding father, but to make it interesting, I would say Flavor
Flavor
of Love.
Flavor
Yeah.
Flavor of Love made reality TV dating shows interesting and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bachelor is a very serious show.
It can be, yes.
Flavor of
yeah.
Love made it interesting.
And I don't think any of us have watched The Bachelor. Have
I've
we?
never.
No.
No,
My
I've
mother
never
used to
watched,
watch that.
uh,
My mom
religiously.
watched it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple
And it's
seasons.
still going.
It still goes.
Honorable mention.
Yep.
It's still going. I knew a girl on The Bachelor.
Honorable mention. America's Next Top Model.
Ooh!
That is a good one. I forgot about that.
That was
You
hot.
want to be on the top? That was a, oh yeah, American Model was
No,
a banger.
the picture at the end where they all disappear.
yeah, yeah.
See, but I wasn't even thinking those.
Oh, you're
type-
getting in your bag watching Tyra
Because then if you're
Banks.
thinking about that, then you also put Survivor.
Oh,
Yo,
shoot.
Survivor.
Survivor. Hell's Kitchen.
Come on.
Nah.
It has its
cooking.
space, but like
But also, see, I wasn't even thinking those type of shows like Top Model. If we're thinking those type of shows, then you have to say American Idol.
Oh, for sure.
You have to say
Like
American
contestant
Idol.
The
type
Voice
shows?
came
Yeah.
and crushed that. The
Yeah.
Voice is
American Idol
yeah.
was the
American Idol
shit.
doesn't exist anymore, right?
No.
Yeah,
The Voice.
does it not?
Who's on American Idol now?
Katy Perry?
It's not as popular at all.
No, because The
'Cause
Voice
X
and X
Factor,
Factor
The
and
Voice.
yeah, they all kind of came
But
in and
original
swooped that.
American Idol, Simon Cowell,
Paula Abdul and Randy.
Randy Jackson.
Yeah.
Randy Jackson.
Those were the big
Oh,
freaking.
geez.
Do you guys think Paula Abdul and Simon were fucking?
No.
Who's
Where the
Samuel?
fuck did that question come
Who's
from?
Samuel?
No, that's a reasonable
No.
question.
Samuel or Simon?
Simon.
Simon Cowell.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't
Nah,
think
there was
so.
no tension there.
I don't think so. No.
So there's a lot of well. Okay,
I
we
also
have
don't
to,
understand why Paula Abdul was American Idol judge because she wasn't a singer.
She was though. She had a couple bangers. She couldn't sing like that. She sang like
she
Eddie
couldn't
Murphy.
sing like that, and she started out as a Laker
Eddie
girl.
Murphy.
She sang like Eddie Murphy.
What does that mean?
Like you can't really
Eddie
sing,
Murphy
but
had that
like
one
that
song.
banger.
My girl wants to party all the time.
Oh,
Party
dear
all the
God.
time. Party all
And,
the
then
time.
and DJ Khaled and the Migos remixed it.
Did they?
I didn't know that.
It didn't really work.
Hey, I can tell you that.
with Takeoff and thing
It was on DJ Khaled's album.
when he did all the sample tracks.
Yeah.
I know what song.
Yeah.
So can we give, this is a newer one, but can we give an honorable mention to Love Island?
Love Island. We kind of have
UK
to.
or American?
I
The
don't
UK
know,
started
man.
everything.
Now USA is up.
Yeah, the UK
See, but
started
my
everything.
thing with Love Island is Love Island jacked its flows from a lot of
Oh,
shows.
for sure.
bro.
Real World.
From
who?
Temptation Island.
No,
No,
but
that
Love
was
Island
after.
was before Temptation Island.
Love
No,
Island.
Way
but
before.
how Love Island is now, they took a lot of stuff from Temptation Island. Even the movie night stuff with the spy cameras and what they're doing over there. Love Island never used to do that.
Yeah, they did.
That
That's
was
all
Temptation
Jersey- that's all
Island.
Jersey
No,
Shore.
they used to do that. Movie night was always a thing.
That I'm telling you.
Really? Because even it's in the name, fam. Love Island, and then they stole the flow with Temptation Island. It was a spin-off.
Yes, but I'm talking about like the intricacies that made the show like more juicy.
Yeah.
They took a lot of that stuff from a lot of different shows.
Eh.
So I don't know if I'm giving it to Love Island. Because
No.
Love Island is just a mix of Flavor of Love and Big Brother.
Well produced smash or pass videos.
Because Big Brother was every day as well, right? They used to
Yeah.
film it
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.
Also, an honorable mention that needs to happen for the black community is Baldwin Hills.
Well, I thought you were about to say.
Oh my
Ball-
Shout
god!
out to Baldwin Hills, but I thought you were about to say College Hill.
College Hill.
College Hill.
I would say Baldwin. I like Baldwin Hills over College Hill.
If we're talking black
I
community
really
reality
love Baldwin
TV,
Hills.
Which one had Paul, the white guy? The white guy with the braids.
That was
Ted
College
Hanks?
Hill, no?
College Hill?
They let a white guy on College Hill?
Yep.
I think it was College Hill.
He came in for Carabana one year.
Because yo,
remember?
Baldwin Hills had some. I used to watch Baldwin Hills when I was like a kid, and there'd be some fine men on Baldwin Hills. Justin was fine.
Wow.
Mariah was fine. Mariah, oh Lord of mercy.
I have no idea.
I wonder
who
how
these
he's
people
doing.
are.
You have a good memory. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to remember.
Another-
Justin was the light skin with the light eyes. Mariah was the tall, dark skin one. His
course
dad
he
was a
was light
basketball player.
Yeah. Look at the man she pointed out.
Mariah was fine. Him is Mariah. also.
Mariah?
His name was
It's
Mariah.
giving. I
His
remember.
name.
He was. Yes, I'm not foaming over a woman.
Brown
Mariah.
skin.
He was like brown skin,
Confusing.
tall. He was like a
I
ball
think I
player.
remember.
Lord have mercy. Wait, if I lived in
remember.
Baldwin Hills, him and I would have a time.
Yeah.
He
Did,
was fine. I wonder
you-
how he's doing. Let me search it.
Did you guys watch Hell Date?
Nigga 40 now.
Yeah, I watched Hell Date.
I really like
Nothing
Hell
wrong
Date
with the
on BET.
40-year-olds.
Hell Date was
Hey,
good.
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I don't know if I cared for Hell Date.
Hell Date and Next.
Next was generational, man.
I don't remember next.
You don't remember
What was
Next?
the
You could curve
show?
somebody by just going next.
That was
Nah.
the original Pop the Balloon.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, what about soap operas though?
Hold on, wait. I have one
Victor.
more. Wait.
Victor.
Wait.
It's
I
only
have
Victor.
one
Wait,
more
let
show.
Chuzzy.
Okay, let's hear it.
The show that pioneered all of these YouTubers now, because what they're doing is basically what this show was. What was the show where dudes would get mic'd up and go in the club and try
Keys to
and
the
pick up?
VIP.
Keys to the VIP. It was on Comedy Central.
That show
Yeah.
is what YouTube is today.
You couldn't do that now, though. Like the way they did it back then. I
you
watched
couldn't.
that.
But
show.
that's if anyone doesn't know what that show is, there was guys that were judges that would judge guys in the club trying to pick up girls.
Oh wow.
And the cameras and mics were good. Like you could really see him running game.
Yeah.
They would use the CCTVs.
Yeah.
They could not do that show today.
That's basically what YouTube is now. Dudes mic'd up from across the
Yeah.
street at spring break in Miami trying to pick up girls.
And dudes had like shticks. Like I remember there was a guy that was a magician, and he would just go around doing magic tricks, and he would pull all the shorties doing that.
I'm like pretty
Yeah.
sure this was a Canadian show.
It was. It was
Yeah,
comedy.
I don't-
yeah.
Keys to the VIP.
They did it
Yeah,
at
I
like
don't-
Tryst.
I don't think it was in America.
Oh,
They
wow.
Wet Bar.
did?
They did it at Wet Bar.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
That's crazy.
There's so
Yeah.
many shows that you couldn't do now. You couldn't
Word.
do like
No.
South
Alright.
Park. You couldn't do
They're still doing South
They're still
Park.
doing South Park.
Boondocks.
the same way.
Would be tough.
The same way.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They're
I-
doing it
they're
like
actually getting away
really,
with it.
really, really, really on the nose. Like it's like satire that's like very like okay.
They're
like,
towing a
I
line.
get it. Yeah.
I never really watched soap operas, but I feel like number one has to be Young and
Young
the
and the
Restless.
Victor.
Restless.
That is
Victor
still going,
Newman.
but he's still alive
The
and
guy.
on the show.
He's Canadian.
I didn't know that.
I just hate the cameras that they use. Why does it look like that?
That music.
My
stressed
mother
me
has
the fuck
actually
out when I was a
never missed
kid.
an episode since
Neither
she
has
came from
my-
Jamaica.
What?
She's
My
never
mom,
missed an episode.
my mom, General Hospital and Young and the Restless. My mom, to this day, she comes home, Young General Hospital.
It's on like
record that.
channel 2 or something.
They record it.
My mom records it too, so when she comes home,
Anyways,
General
yeah.
Hospital.
You one time
I feel
in
like
the house you
Grey's
can't be my
Anatomy
mom.
stole their flow.
Which one? Grey's Anatomy? I don't watch that.
Grey's Anatomy kind of stole the flow with a more like deeper trauma twist of like ER or
Yeah.
Scrubs, but Scrubs is more of a comedy. But Grey's
remember-
Anatomy was like. Grey's Anatomy came out like full, like that show. Everyone was obsessed with Grey's Anatomy.
Isn't it
and
still on?
I've
It
never
is still
watched
on.
an episode in my life.
You've never watched Grey's Anatomy?
ever.
I don't think I can either.
You can't?
I don't think I
I've
can
seen
say
an
I can
episode.
either.
I've never
No, I don't
watched
think
an
I
episode.
can
Oh,
say
you
I've-
can't say you never. I used from when it came out because I used to watch TV with my mom a lot. 'Cause my mom was a TV person, so we'd always like when we were kids just watch TV with her. My mom started watching Grey's Anatomy. My aunt every Thursday night, 9 p.m. We're watching Grey's Anatomy as a family. That show was a huge part of my childhood, and we watched. I stopped watching it like maybe like season.
27.
No, now they're on season 22, I think. But Meredith
God.
is
I
gone.
thought you
now.
were trolling.
No, they're on season like 20 something now. But Meredith is gone now, so I don't know what the show's
You
even
know,
turning
you
into.
know what the fire medical show was? House. House was a real.
I didn't
nigga.
watch House like
House
that.
was amazing.
House was a real nigga.
I was
I
too
love
young.
House, man. House, he was.
I didn't really
solid.
like House. I was too young for that.
Yeah, I didn't really get
Really
into House
enjoy
either.
it.
I like anytime a British actor plays an American dude. I like that.
Was that
I mean-
Frasier? What?
What?
Or was he was British in the show? Wasn't
No, he
Frasier?
was American.
And
Frasier was
He was
American.
American, like the actor.
he? Didn't sound
Kelsey
British.
Grammer?
Wait, what are you
He
guys talking
sounded
about?
British.
Wait, hold on. What's going
Kelsey
on?
I didn't
Grammer's
watch
not
Frasier.
British.
Are you talking about
Are you
Frasier?
talking about House MD?
Kelsey Grammer's not British.
No,
No, he's American.
He's American.
I didn't know that. I thought it was British.
Anyways, okay, so
Tom Wam's
as we
games.
move on, we know the Mount Rushmore is Jersey Shore, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, The Real World, and we put The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guess.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
Okay,
guess.
I mean no black shows on there, but fine.
They didn't put black people on TV like that. Only 106 and Park sometimes.
Yeah, Baldwin Hills. Anyways, apparently Michael Jordan's son is doing coke.
There's no apparently he did it.
Hell of a transition.
There was no apparently he did it.
I mean, it's been out for a while. It's been circling. Also, Michael Jordan's son, what's his name? Forgot. Marcus Jordan, the one who is allegedly doing coke.
There's-
In,
Okay.
Fine, no, allegedly he is doing coke.
Yeah. A white
He
substance.
he was dating Larsa Pippen. And Larsa Pippen posted a photo of her like drinking at dinner. If anyone doesn't know, Larsa Pippen is obviously Scottie Pippen's ex-wife,
Seen that.
right? And Larsa Pippen was on the Real Housewives of Miami. Speaking of reality shows, she's on that show.
Who's Scottie Pippen? Just for
Scottie Pippen is Michael Jordan's number 2. Okay, people who don't understand, it's crazy.
He's
Yes,
Robin to his
Michael
Batman.
Jordan and Scottie Pippen were the two on the Chicago Bulls in the 90s.
besties.
Batman and
Boxy
Robin.
bench.
I don't know if they were besties.
They didn't like
I'm
each
trying
other.
to for the audience that
Yes, okay,
doesn't
but
know.
yes, they were close
Batman
in their
and Robin.
profession.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Really good coworker.
Michael Jordan's son is now dating Scottie Pippen.
Was.
Robin was dating Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, which is problematic, weird on its own.
Crazy.
Anyways, so they were
And
dating.
she's like old.
She's like in her late 40s, almost 50 maybe.
Yeah.
So whatever she was dating.
She watched him grow up.
Yeah, she claims that she's never met him as a child. Like that was never a thing, but who knows?
You saw him dribbling on the court.
I saw that Last Dance documentary.
Okay, she's 50 now. So anyways,
You watched him.
they broke up, whatever. Marcus Jordan is apparently now doing drugs in Ibiza or whatever. And Larsa Pippen posted a picture of herself like drinking a glass of wine and was like something about sip. And then another housewife commented, "Sip, not sniff." And she replied, "Never that." So clearly they're
not buying
throwing
it.
shit. Of course she's probably done coke in her
not
life.
buying
Please,
it.
everyone in Hollywood does coke. I
I'm
totally
not
believe
buying
everyone in
it.
Hollywood
She's.
does coke.
I feel like she has indulged at some point in time.
When's
Larsa
the-
Pippen probably.
When's the first time you guys ever seen a black person do coke?
Guelph.
Ooh.
Guelph?
Yeah.
A black person do coke.
Yeah.
High school.
No, it was after high school. It was like maybe like I was like 20.
It was in
21.
high school. Yeah.
Coke in high school is crazy. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I've seen people do coke in high school, but they weren't black.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
I've definitely seen people do coke in,
In
high
my
school.
5th year of high school, I saw like I did a victory lap, and I
People
remember.
in my high school were doing like they were doing like ketamine, coke.
What?
What?
Yeah,
What high school you went to?
Mayfield. It was a very
That's
white.
why.
That's what got Matthew Perry. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's what got him?
RIP. Well, he died.
Okay.
Yeah, he already died. R.I.P. People were arrested linked to his death. But anyways,
You have a date rape drug? K?
No.
no date rape.
They
drug
actually
is,
give it to you for mental health too.
Roofies.
Yeah, like roofies. But ketamine, you can take like cocaine though.
That's
Like, you
crazy.
can snort it. But yeah, I've saw black people do coke. A lot of black people do coke though.
Yeah.
Go to
Now,
sleep.
yeah.
I didn't realize until I
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
downtown.
A lot of black people do coke, which kind of
Matthew
shocked
on the
me.
coca.
Wait, I have to bleep all this out. Stop.
Do you?
really?
Oh, why?
Because Coke, they have a serious problem with it.
Really?
I have no
On
idea.
YouTube?
What if it's like
So
Coca-Cola?
does Marvel.
Okay, let's just say the snow.
Okay, fine. Snow.
A lot of black people ski these days.
Yeah, ski, and it was shocking for me to see black people ski.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why are y'all skiing?
right.
Like
Yeah, it's
on
kinda
this
crazy.
table, y'all just skiing?
It's right.
If-
A lot
and
of
the-
black people in LA ski.
I feel like that's because
That's
it's
a lot
of
up in
people in
Canada.
LA.
though.
A lot of black Americans ski.
That's normal. Like
No
you know,
offense.
you didn't ever hear Nipsey talk about black people skiing in the 80s.
Oh, true.
Well,
But that
they-
was
they
like-
were.
That was
That's a
snap,
different
crackle,
time.
I mean,
pop.
I mean,
It was more of the crackle.
you're not wrong. You're not
They
wrong.
weren't skiing. They
All
were
them Soul Train
cracking
days.
out.
The Soul
But, like-
Train days, there was a lot going on.
They had kids, and that's what the kids seen, and it just trickled down.
Yeah,
crazy,
but honestly,
man.
the most I've been on trips where I see a lot of black people skiing. I'm like,
lot of
oh, y'all
people do.
skiing? I've never skied in my life.
Word.
Never.
No, I can't do that. My nose is too sensitive.
What else is a billionaire's son supposed to do in Ibiza though?
Yeah, if you're
don't
Michael
know, like,
what
Jordan's
are we-
son, if you're Michael Jordan's son, you're probably gonna ski.
If you were Michael Jordan's son, would you ski?
I don't think it's in my
You
DNA.
don't know that until you get to that.
You don't.
But
you
hey,
haven't
yo,
had
this-
a billionaire
this-
dad. Yeah.
But
This
I
is
don't
why I
even
respect Bronny,
smoke.
though.
I don't
Because
even
Bronny's in the
smoke.
same situation.
Yeah.
You don't think Bronny skis?
No.
Oh, shut up.
No, to go to
Oh,
those no,
shut
to go to those
up.
5 a.m. practices and
Hell
everything like that. You
no.
can't be skiing in your
Nah.
prime.
Yes, you can.
Bronny,
No way.
this isn't the 80s.
You
You're
think
not being a
Bronny
pro
James has
athlete
never
skiing.
skied?
The son of like the most.
I think he
popular
probably
athlete.
barely drinks.
No. I don't
You
think
guys
so.
Isn't he like 18?
Yeah.
That's it. Yo, Gilbert Arenas.
Do you
was
know
saying
where
that.
he lives?
Nah.
Too young.
Nah.
Do you know where he lives?
In LA, yeah, but
Guys, I'm
Like, he
telling
seems
But
you.
I think that's
focused.
no, but Zoe, it's a different. Bronny is in a different situation than Marcus Jordan.
Listen.
Bronny was directed on this path from when he was born. He was supposed to be in the league from when he was born. So no one surrounding him was even gonna let him get close to that.
Listen,
And there's no way that that's happening.
all I'm saying.
And on top of that, he has health issues. He's not doing that.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
All I'm saying
Maybe
is,
that's why. No.
First episode of Last Dance.
Stop
Just
it.
watch that.
Go ahead.
all I'm saying
Fair.
is, when you bring kids and they have a lot of money and they're around other kids who have money and they're bored and they live up in the hidden hills.
That's the
and
thing. He's not bored.
No, I'm not saying
Bronny has
bored.
practice every day.
You don't know this kid. You don't know this kid.
But I
Plays
know
for
the
the
life,
Lakers.
But I know
Now
the
he
life of
does.
a professional athlete or
Tresor.
a kid trying to aspire to
There
be
are
an
some
athlete.
NBA players that skiing.
Well,
Exactly.
you can tell they're
Yeah, like
No,
J.R.
you
Smith,
can't.
not Bronny James.
I don't think JR was skiing. He was drinking Henny before the games. I don't think he was skiing.
Listen, I'm telling you, if you were to tell me that, obviously I don't, which I'm just saying, I grew up with, me, regular ass Zoe, went to school with kids who were also athletes who came from money and they skied in high school, I would not put it past Bronny James if he skied
They
before.
were athletes, but they weren't Bronny.
Maybe not actively skiing, but maybe, he was at a party. These rich kids, they
He
have
hit the
access to
slopes
everything.
once or twice.
Who, me?
You're saying he did it once or twice.
I would
That's what
say
you're
maybe
saying.
he's at a party and this is that, or
Maybe
maybe
hit
like
the slopes.
prom and that. Kids
I
do
don't think
crazy
so.
shit. I would not put it past.
In 2024, and that never got out at all? I don't think so.
No, I
No
It
way.
would not
No
have
way.
to get out.
How? At a party?
Yes.
With
You
smartphones?
No,
And
Tresor,
no one
you're
has a
o-
video
you're
of Bronny
really,
skiing?
You're really overthinking it. You're really overthinking
I don't
it.
buy
I don't know.
I don't buy it.
You're
No.
really overthinking. All those kids ski.
Mucho, what do you think?
The Jenners,
Hell
when
no.
they were kids,
They're not athletes.
I understand Tresor, but I'm still saying it's the same realm. It's the same
I don't
realm.
think so.
You guys can act all, oh
don't
my
think
God,
so.
ignorant. It's the same thing.
Maybe in 10
I don't
years.
think it's
not-
I
far
feel
fetched
like
what Zoe's saying.
it's
Like,
not
it's not
at
far
all.
fetched.
It's not far fetched, but I feel like we're forgetting that Bronny is in a situation that no athlete's son has ever been in ever.
What does that have to do with him trying something once?
Because he's in a situation that no one else has ever been in ever.
Yeah, he's also the child of a billionaire father who's probably living in this crazy thing with other kids who ski all the time.
Yes, but because he is that, and he is
Tresor.
following in his footsteps and actually had a chance, I completely believe that Bronny's community has had him on the straight and narrow from when he was young. I don't
I'm
think
not
the way
calling him an
Bronny
addict, by
acts
the
out.
way. I'm just saying if he maybe tried it once and was like,
Yeah, I just personally don't believe it. It's possible.
I would not. But if it was like, oh yeah, I tried it when I was like 16, I would not be like, oh my God.
That isn't where we started.
That would
though.
not shock me.
That's not where we started though.
What do you mean?
We started at like
Just skiing. We just started with that.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he tried it. If he tried it, I would
don't
not
think
be
he's
shocked.
tried
Just because the environment of those kids, like I said,
I think trying
when
is
rich
different
kids
than-
are rich kids, they do a lot of crazy shit. No matter if they're
It's impossible
athletes.
for him to never try it.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying if he did it,
If
I
she
would
was a
not be
betting woman,
surprised.
she'd go for the over.
Yeah, for sure.
I hear that. That's not what we were saying initially.
I wouldn't.
Because I think
anyways.
trying is different than having a
He
problem.
not
right?
skiing off
No, I
serial
do.
killer.
No, I never said he had a problem. I'm just saying you guys like, oh, he's now. I don't think he would ever. I don't think he ever tried it. He's an athlete. No, I don't believe that.
Don't ever
These kids-
badmouth the LeBron James legacy again.
These kids are dumb kids too. Like you guys put them on this limelight, and oh my God, he's an athlete. He's on this. These kids do dumb shit too.
But I
They're
feel like
also
because
dumb,
of how
impressionable
prevalent
kids.
it is today, we're forgetting how, like, I'm not saying Bronny's never drank. I'm not saying Bronny's never smoked weed. Coke is not an entry drug.
Skiing.
I don't care what people... Skiing is not an entry drug.
But it's also not as you get older, you realize skiing is not the when they touch you in school, like, oh my God, skiing, this crazy thing that
Skiing
people
is like
do.
an expensive
But it's
cloud now.
Very easy to ski.
That apartment 200 washroom.
It
People
is
are hitting the
very
slopes.
easy to ski. When they teach you in school about skiing and oh my God,
I mean,
this
and he's
crazy.
18.
You
so
will
it's harder
see.
the younger you are, too.
No, it's not. Not when you have money. No, it is not. They live in LA. Everybody's skiing.
That's true,
Like-
but I don't believe it. Anyways, we can move on.
I think you guys have a very closed-minded view of how kids who are rich live life.
We know the life of athletes, professional ones.
Billionaire professional ones?
It doesn't matter. Once you're past a certain number, it's all the same.
You got to go to practice at Fabi.
And you think you can't do that off skiing?
I don't think Bronny
In
is.
2024? No. You could in 1980.
What is the
I
difference?
do believe people that ski stay up.
Thank you. What is the difference between doing it in 1980 versus doing 2024?
A rookie contract
I
being
still do believe that Bronny does
$18
not
million
do it though.
and it being
But
$400,000
like what you're saying
back
is
then?
no, she's not far fetched in what she's saying.
The rules and
Based on her.
regulations of the league, the skill
I'm
of
not
the players.
Tresor, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not. Before we move on, please. We're beating the horse on this. I'm not saying he actively does it. I'm just saying if you were to say that he has done it in the past or have tried it, I would not be shocked because of the environment that these kids grow up in. These are crazy, rich, privileged kids. The schools he go to, you think kids at Sierra Canyon don't ski?
Of course not. But
Where's
also,
Sierra Canyon?
we're still black. It's still
It's a
frowned
private
upon.
school in LA where rich kids go.
Not when you're rich and black. When you're rich and black, they be skiing more than anybody else.
Parking lot looks like Magic
What?
City.
All right, on to the
don't
next
believe
hill.
Yeah. Next slope.
Sexxy Red is now jumping into entrepreneurial cosmetics, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
She's now launched a lip gloss line, but the lip gloss shades, the colors are like the names are gross. Like one color is called Booty Hole Brown, one color is called Yellow Discharge,
Oh.
another
no.
color is called Gonorrhea.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Gonorrhea?
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. One color is called Pink Pussy or Pink Coochie, something like that. They're very weird names. So,
Good on marketing because it has us talking about it, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
good for marketing also because what the fuck?
yeah.
Also,
I mean, personally, I'm not putting a shade called gonorrhea on my lips.
Yellow discharge upon my lips.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy.
but
Let
you,
me put on some yellow discharge.
you
That
would
is
put
so
on a
gross.
foundation called Orgasm Blush, though?
Was
Yes.
that one of them?
'Cause that's provocative.
Ah, that's the line.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's she should toe the line like that.
Yeah.
She's doing too much with these STD
Gonorrhea? Come on.
I mean, that was one of the first things I ever heard Sexxy Red say in an interview was like, "Oh, I got like all my shots. I'm good now. Like I don't."
What do you mean I got all
Yeah,
my
I remember.
shots?
I remember a pod a few months ago. I said that Sexxy Red was. She admitted to catching bare STIs, and I don't want to.
Yeah, she
I don't want
has-
to. I don't want to stigmatize that.
I'm
but
pretty
hey.
sure she had a clip where she was saying how like she had them and like is treated and she doesn't have them anymore or something. So it's like I don't know. Is that on brand for her to make a lip gloss called Gonorrhea?
And all of you guys said you would smash Sexxy Red.
When did I say that?
That was the crazy part. All you.
Okay, so the colors are.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, what? Oh.
I was
I was
wondering.
gonna
I was
read it.
hoping you
Oh,
would.
the colors
Please.
are coochie juice, booty hole brown, nut, pussy hole pink, yellow discharge,
Bro.
gonorrhea, blue balls, and sex on my period.
What are we doing?
This is
Every
a
day
generation
we
we
stray
live in
farther
now.
away from
yeah.
God's light.
Because
Stray so
I even
far.
think the concept could work. You could make provocative titles, but not.
Nut.
Now hold on.
The most
Nut.
The nut
yellow
one?
discharge.
You're gonna
Discharge
put nut
is
on your
good.
face?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, obviously not. But what I'm saying is, like, have you known girls paint their nails and they want nut white?
Yeah.
Like that one is not too
I'm saying nut's
crazy.
not that
That's
bad.
not the not crazy one. Is nut.
No, the not crazy one is nut. Cause girls will get like I know girls like I want like nut white. Like that's a popular color, nut white nails.
So if you had a daughter,
Yeah.
There we go.
Cut
Get
to the
her ass.
chase.
and you asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and she said, "I want new lip gloss," and you asked her which kind, and she said, "I want nut from Sexxy Red," you'd be like, "Okay,
How old is she?
15
No, too young
for lip gloss or for nut lip gloss."
for nut lip gloss. For sure. Like it's different because like us as adults we call the shade nut white obviously because we're sexually active and whatever. But there's no reason why my 15-year-old should be calling her nails nut white. I think that's crazy. That's like, did I ever tell you about the 50 Shades of Grey story?
Please do tell us.
Okay, so when 50 Shades of, everyone obviously knows the book for 50 Shades of
Yeah.
Grey. When that book came out, I was what? I think I was in high school. Maybe, I don't know, Google the year 50 Shades of Grey came out. I want to say 2014. Maybe I was like 18, 17? The book.
You're
Maybe
definitely
I
in
was
high
like-
school.
Okay, yeah. So maybe I was like 16, 17. My mom was like, I don't want you to read it. My mom read it. She's like, no, I don't want you to read it. It's too much.
She
Da, da,
read
da,
it
da.
first.
My mom read it, yeah.
2011.
Okay, 2011. So I was, 15.
Isn't that
Grade
shit like porn?
It's not really.
So you're just watching the
Soft
same porn as your
Diet.
mom?
Diet.
Wait, what? Wait.
Softcore.
Diet. It's like Latin lover.
Yeah.
No, first of all, ew, that's
Yeah.
gross. Anyways, my mom read it, and I was like, I really want to read the book because it was all over, like, social media, and then everyone was talking. My mom was like, no, I don't want you to read it. And I was like, please, I want to read it. She's like, no, you can't read it.
Thing?
So she read it, and she was like, no, Zoe, you can't read it. And I'm like, oh my God, please let me read it. And she was like, okay, fine. If you want to read the book, I'm going to let you read it. You can read my copy, but we have to have one condition. I was like, okay, cool. She's like, anything you don't understand or anything that you question, you have to ask me.
That's very progressive.
I read that book front to back, no questions asked. I understood every blood clot thing they were talking about. So when I was like,
Mom,
okay,
you got any questions?
right? And so when I was like, okay, I'm done. She was like, you're done the book? And I was like, yeah. She was like, so you? I'm like, yep. I'm like, I got it. It was a pretty good book. It wasn't bad. And she was like, so you no like you. I'm like, yeah, I understand everything. When he nut in her mouth, I knew all that. And she was like,
God.
oh.
That's when your innocence was gone to your mom.
Yeah, she was like, okay. Yeah. There was like a part of the book which talks about like, yeah, literally like swallowing. And like I can yeah. Like
You have that conversation with your mom?
I didn't have a question, but I'm like, yeah, she's like, well, I'm like, yeah, there's a part where like he comes in her mouth and my mom was like, okay, all right, cool, you get it.
That's definitely a mother-daughter conversation. Yeah. I don't want to hear my daughter talking about it.
But I mean one day eventually you're gonna have a daughter.
But
if you do.
if I have a daughter.
I feel like daughters.
I'm more trying to go the LeVar route, but
no. I feel like
You want just 3 straight sons?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
League.
I feel like daughters should be not open with their fathers, but there should be some type of understanding. Like daughters should be able to talk to their fathers about certain things. Maybe not like sex or like being sexually active, but like you gotta talk to your daughter like she's a woman at some point. I don't like, even like my cousin has a daughter and he's like, oh, I'm like, oh, like, like she's gonna get her period. He's like, oh my God, like talk to her mom about that. And I'm like, no, you're a father of a girl. You should know when your daughter is gonna get her period. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, I don't understand why men always want to be like so far removed from women's puberty and their daughters.
That convo's easier than reading 50 Shades of Grey with her.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You think so?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a biological
I wouldn't want my
function.
daughter to talk to me about sexual things, but I feel like.
But
You
even
should
if
be
it's
able to
like
talk
from an
to a father
educational
about-
standpoint.
But even still, you could talk to me about interpersonal relationships if that has to do with like if that might take a sexual route, as in like how a man should treat you and things you should and shouldn't do before certain ages and stuff like that. But sexual stuff, you're a young woman. Talk to your mom. She's a woman. Why are you talking to me about that?
I agree, but I also think like
I wouldn't want my son to talk to my wife about like sexual things about being a boy.
my son should absolutely. Well, okay.
If you have no, but that's different if you're a single mother or something. If you have a man around, why would your son not talk to the man?
I think you should
Why
talk
would
to
you
both.
want him to talk to the wife?
How do you feel, Jephina? Because you are a mom of a son. Would you want your son?
Disclaimer, my kid knows his dad, so he can talk to his dad about those things. I want to make it seem like,
Yeah, no, for sure. But
He
I'm
knows his
saying,
dad.
would you, like, in addition to his dad, would you be open to that conversation with your son too?
Yeah. To be honest, like as you guys are speaking, my head actually just went like in a tizzy. I was like, "Holy shit, Zachariah will have sex one day." I promise you, on everything I love. Like I was sitting here just like, whoa, like because
My mom thought I was a virgin until I was like 23.
Bullshit.
Bro, there was one day I'll never forget. I was in the car with my mom and my uncle. And just out of nowhere, I can't remember what they were talking about. I was in the back seat. Out of nowhere, my uncle's like, my mom said something that had to do with sex. And my uncle's like, bro, I hope you. And I've never talked to my uncle about anything sexual, by the way. He was like, I was probably like 17. He was like, bro, I hope you don't think this guy's a virgin. And I was like, whoa, like, what? My mom was like, what? No, like, he would come to me about stuff like that. Like, he would never do something like. I just sat there quiet.
Were you a virgin?
No. That's what I said. Like, I feel like moms don't really take in what's really going on, especially as boys. Because
Right.
you're not gonna come to your
maybe
mom
that age,
and tell your
that
mom
generation.
that
Yeah.
like you're not.
Because we're a little different.
It's a little different with us.
It's a little different.
'Cause
I see what he watches.
A lot of our parents are like immigrants, so it's like a little different,
It's different,
than
yeah.
growing up in the West.
Yeah, we're more up to the
I don't
times. Because
know.
I didn't speak to my parents about anything. Like, nothing.
I
no
don't
communication,
necessarily.
nothing.
I'm not even gonna lie.
But Zachy, I know. Like, I know what he watches.
I don't
know.
know.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
mean you know what he watches? What does he
Like,
watch?
Like,
you
they watch
see it.
YouTube shorts.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like,
so-
all these...
That's who's watching them.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
I don't know if
Mucho. A little mucho.
and I don't know if this is controversial to say, but I don't know if I would want my daughter to tell me that she's having sex. I'd rather hear that through her mom than her tell me directly, because I don't think I'm gonna have a good first response. I'd
What-
at
what are
least
you
like
gonna
to
do?
digest it.
He's gonna turn the
But
NBA
also, like,
highlights
what
back
business
on.
is a little girl being like, hey, Dad, I had sex?
Yeah, like that's just not a convo
You
that you
know?
have.
Fair.
It's not a comment that you have. I'd rather hear from my wife, me be able to digest it, and then me go to my daughter and talk about it. You can't tell me that straight to my face. I'm gonna tweak.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Most men probably would. I mean, yes, most
Sure, what
men.
if
they're
you were-
Even
girls.
if she's like, say it's like her first year of college, she's 20.
That's a,
What if
she's
you're a
older.
single dad, Tresor?
That's not, well, that's my point too, right?
Oh,
Talk to your aunties.
I rebuke that in Jesus' name.
Yeah. God
I
forbid,
don't even want to
obviously.
think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But,
I don't
like,
want to
yeah.
put that on you.
I'm just saying, like
That's
those
a whole different
situations
scenario
where,
then.
you know,
That's a whole different scenario.
I
If the
feel
opportunity
like
is there
if
for
they're
a woman,
super young, yeah, it'd be hard. But I feel like if they're like, you know, late teens, early 20s, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm sexually active, Dad. I think that's a crazy conversation to have.
but I shouldn't be the first one that hears that.
Okay, she sits both you and your wife down. Okay, guys, Mom, Dad, I'm sexually active.
I'm just not. I can't speak first because I'll say something wrong. I can't speak.
As a parent, I have absolutely no idea how to navigate that.
Yeah,
Really?
how do you-
Yeah, I
like,
have
what are
no.
you gonna say? What?
I don't know.
Isn't the classic thing to do like the birds and the bees
It
analogy?
doesn't-
I don't know.
The stork.
You really wouldn't, like, really?
I'm actually speechless. Nothing to
Wow.
say. Because I mean, like even I worked at the school board, right? These kids start like some of these kids,
Yeah.
grade 6, grade 7.
Scary young.
I know kids in grade 6, grade 7. They're still a little bit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
crazy to think that they are so exposed. But in this day and age, they have access to everything. We didn't have access like that. They see everything.
Yeah.
My son comes to me and says some wild things. I'm like, how do you know that? It's like YouTube,
Oh.
YouTube short. You
What's
know
on
what I mean?
YouTube Shorts? That's what's going on.
Well, because I mean, okay, it's probably a parenting thing, right? But like YouTube Kids is it's very childish. My kid is like around all adults, so like he likes to watch like Ronaldo and Messi and like
Oh,
watch
yeah.
basketball
Oh, okay,
stuff. You
okay,
can't
okay.
see that
So
stuff.
one of the first things we check when we upload
Yeah, not
is
for
this
kids.
for kids.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
a big filter.
Right. Okay.
But on YouTube Kids, it's just like it's very like
You get Miss Rachel.
Coco Melon.
yeah, like
Yeah.
and
he's too
Ain't
old for
nobody
Miss
trying
I
to
mean,
watch
but, like,
that.
even though-
I'm trying to watch Kevin Durant.
it's kind of crazy though, because like the kid just finished kindergarten. So
Oh, okay.
my kid is, I mean, he's 6, so he's going into the 1st grade, but he doesn't want to sit there and watch Coco Melon.
Coco Melon, Miss
like,
Rachel.
You
us,
know
us
Zachy.
neither when we were like in first
Yeah,
grade.
I
We're
was,
trying to watch Dragon Ball Z.
I was
like,
watching One-on-One and Girlfriends.
Yeah,
That
shit
is-
like that.
I was
That's
watching
funny.
Passion
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, but I'm actually floored. I actually don't know how to navigate this one, so yep, ask some other better parents. like,
You got a
Get
few
somebody
years.
else to
You
do
got a
it.
few years.
I feel like I would be okay with that with a son or a daughter. I'd be okay with that conversation.
100%. Like if my kid ever came to me and like thing, like for sure I'll be open to it, but like, whoa,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause he's my little cousin. Like I check in with him. Like, yo, like, are you?
That's different.
I'll be more on it.
Yeah,
with
for
girls
sure.
than
Obviously,
boys.
he's not my child, but I still talk to him. Like, yo, like, are you? You know, how's it going with the girls? Are you kissing? Are you doing anything? He's always like,
I hate when my uncles ask that shit.
I mean, I would rather because my thing is,
Where your girlfriend at? Yo,
when
don't-
I was
don't
that
worry, fam.
age, I couldn't really go to my mom. I lost my virginity, and I wish I had someone who I could like, you know.
You couldn't go to your mom?
No.
So you guys read 50 Shades of Grey together, but you couldn't talk about that. What?
we didn't. We didn't read it together.
Sat around the campfire and read it as an audio book.
No, we didn't read it together. She read it,
Alright.
and I wanted to read it, and
Got
she
you.
let me. We never
Okay.
read it together. We never really discussed anything like
There's
that.
no way my mom would have let me read that.
But my
No
mom,
way.
she was like fake open. Like she would try to be like, oh yeah, you come to me. But like when I came in, she was like, oh, absolutely not. You know what I mean? So remember when I lost my virginity, I called my cousin.
Okay.
Like I didn't call my mom. I don't think I told my. Like, we never even had that discussion. We lose my. I think she just eventually realized like, okay, yeah, Zoe's not no damn virgin anymore. But I called my cousin when I lost my virginity. So I would want, you know, I
Your
want
cousin was much older.
Yeah, so we have the same age gap as me and my little cousin now. So
Gotcha.
she's 10 years older than me, and now I'm 10 years older than my little cousin.
Right.
But it's just he's a boy. But I still want him, like, yo, like you can still come to me, you know, if you have questions, you know what I'm saying? Like, these girls are crazy. If I gotta beat someone's ass, I'll do it. I'll punch a 17-year-old trying to mess with my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. So I'm like, yo, listen, these girls trying to play with crazy. If these girls trying to wild out on you or anything, like, let me know. Because high school girls are crazy, period. High school girls are nuts. If some girl comes with crazy with you and she wants to force you to do some things or whatever, yo, come to me.
You're protective of
100%, 100%. He's a great kid. He's an amazing kid. I don't want no girl trying to twist up his mind and make him do
protect
things.
his innocence.
What? I'm like, listen, are you doing stuff? Because if you're doing stuff, let me know.
I talked to my nephew about that.
Yeah. Because.
Like, what y'all got going on these days? They've
is that
told
how
me.
you ask? So what y'all
I said
got?
it a lot more blunt than that.
Yeah.
but-
Y'all fucking?
You
That's
talking
literally
is a
what I
good-
said.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But I mean, you
You guys are
gotta.
being good OGs.
You have to, because you
Yeah.
want to
I
be
never had
the
that
OG that you never really had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you,
I will say this. There's a lot of my brethrens now that have daughters who are just like, bruh, cause like, you know how the man them stay with one already. Like, you know, they know their experience. A 15-year-old boy, 16-year-old, like, you know what I mean? Like the fact that they now know they have daughters, they are petrified.
And things never change, buddy.
They're
Let me tell you that.
petrified. They're like,
Doesn't matter.
bruh,
It's
like, you know what I mean? Like,
2005,
a bunch of dudes
2015,
out there.
2025. 15-year-old boy is a 15-year-old boy.
The game don't
Literally.
change.
you
bro.
know what time it is. Yeah, they're petrified. Because, like you said, whether or not you talk to your mom about it or you were open with your mom about it, kids are gonna do it regardless.
Yeah.
They'll find a way.
Can't stop.
By the
They're
time
doing it
high school,
already.
yeah, you know,
they will find a way. And the worst part is when you try to shield them from it.
they're
And
rebelling
they
more.
listen, the amount of girls I know who broke out because their parents were the strict parents and they had the strict curfews and they were either religious or, you know, they have to do this and then study. What? Those girls got one sniff of freedom and then battery out.
Whoa.
Can't give me that.
Wow, that took an aggressive turn.
Okay.
They got batteried out.
What's next on the list?
That escalated quickly.
Okay, maybe not battery out, but I know girls who, you know, like I said, their parents' relationship, blah, blah, and then looks at one time and they're having sex with Tom, Jack, Harry, Derry in one weekend.
That's a common thing if you jump off the porch too late. It's
It is.
very common.
That's what I was saying. Get your idiot out the way when you're young and, you know, jump off the porch at a decent time.
Do you know what
because-
the psychological term for that is?
What?
Arrested development.
Oh my God, I love that TV show.
wow.
It's a great TV show, but the actual term is like your development becomes arrested because you weren't able to become
It's
an
like when
adult
you go to
until
jail
later.
and you're 15, you come out, you're 35, you're still 15.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
What?
No, that's real. And some parents have their
You
kids
never
in
grow.
in
You're still a 15-year-old,
metaphorical
35-year-old
jail.
body.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that I didn't realize Arrested Development meant that.
That's what that term is.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's
Don't put,
actually, like, I mean, okay, that's kind of really dark. I won't go dark because it was dark before, but like that term, a lot of people get stuck at young ages when traumatic things happen to them. They get stuck at that age.
They never free their development.
You know what I mean? It's fucked up though.
I didn't realize that. That is scary.
It's crazy.
Okay, next, I mean, the Love Island reunion. There's not much
Mid.
to say.
You could continue.
It
Yeah,
was
mid.
it sucked.
Oh,
You
was it?
know,
And you kind of only got room for
It was mid.
one more.
really? What are we at?
210
Yeah,
Plus the break.
plus 5 minus 5. 203.
yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. I mean, Love Island reunion. It was like, yeah, it was
Mid.
mid. I feel like this is arguably probably the best USA season of Love Island. And they obviously hyped the hell out of this reunion because it was like so much tea and the social media and people putting stuff together and da da da. And it was like, when you got to the reunion, it was like, yo, this could have been done so much better. I hate
Yeah.
when producers and hosts shit the bed of reunions when they're super anticipated reunions. And they shit the bed with this one. The only thing that stood out was the whole Kendall and Nicole thing. I don't know if you guys watched the thing. But you know Kendall, I brought up the guy whose booty hole was on the
Oh,
internet.
they brought that up?
They did, but they didn't.
They
Oh.
did. They did.
Like, they did, but she didn't directly bring it up.
She said the video. She's like, we all saw the video. Like she said, we all know about the video.
Are you lost, Jephina?
Yeah, but they brought it up.
Who's,
in,
yeah,
like,
I
the
heard man on
situation.
booty hole. I didn't know where we were going with it.
So backstory:
Every week they do this Love Island thing.
Love Island. Do you know the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Maya Jama hosts the UK one.
Yes.
I love Maya Jama.
Okay, yeah, but so Ariana Madix hosts the USA one. long story short, it was a great season. It was mad drama. People were following. It was like a breakout season. It's viral, all the above. One of the final 4 guys, he like fell in love on the island with this girl. Da 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 da. They were a couple. Tay. When he left the island, now a video started circulating. It was a nude video of him was circulating the internet, and it was like his booty hole.
She don't play though.
So what? How did they reference it in the reunion?
So in the reunion now, because obviously the video circulated, he made a statement on Instagram saying like, you know, I got my phone back. I see everything's going on. Like, you know, I'm taking time to myself.
Did he take that video or someone took it for
He
him?
took the video and sent it to somebody else.
Someone and they leaked it.
Like this?
Like, yeah, did he set up a tripod?
My.
Wait. Okay. The camera was set up, I guess, like on a table or something, and he was on the bed, like bent over.
He put it on a ledge.
Lah. Anyways, it was a very.
But basically, what the situation
very
that happened
invasive
was
video.
because he left with that girl.
Yes.
The girl that he paired with. He left the island with her. This booty drama came out. She kind of was like silent about it, and people were trying to say like, "Oh, she saw the video and she cut because she saw that she wasn't trying to deal with it." So then on the reunion, this is what I remember. Maybe it was something different. They asked about the drama that was happening with them.
Well, they asked
and
if they're
she
still
was-
together.
Yeah, and she was basically upset that he lied to her about the video. He told her that it was like an old video.
From like years ago.
Yeah,
That
and
he
it comes
sent
to
to
find
someone
out,
that he was dating.
and came to find out that he sent it right before he got on the show, like in the hotel, right before he got on the show to someone on some dating app. Terrible decision, by the way.
Terrible decision.
What dating app was it?
I don't know. But
I'm not gonna say it. Sorry, I'm not gonna. I was saying something really. No, I was something really crazy. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
But she was mad that, yo, why'd you lie to me? And he's like, yo, it was a rough time and da-da-da. And I get it, though. If
Yeah.
something catastrophic like that happens to you, you might lie.
Yeah.
You just want to keep the peace at home. You might just say a lie.
I mean, I have
If
nothing
you're,
to say.
if you're,
No,
if you're,
He might
if your
just want to
Bamsi's
keep it on the
all over
down low.
internet.
his Bamsi is all over there. His Bamsi hole.
Yeah.
my
My thing is like.
Whoa.
She was really making like she was upset because like, oh, you lied to me, you said that you loved me and you still lied to my face, da da da. I kinda get it. But my thing is, girl, his booty hole was circling Beyonce's internet. He was clearly embarrassed.
Word.
Not like a little like, you know, dick pic, not a little booty cheek. He was spread eagle. Okay? So yes, the man's clearly a little bit embarrassed. And obviously
Little bit.
very embarrassed.
That's probably one of the worst things that could ever happen.
Yeah. Shout out to him for showing up to the reunion.
His family probably saw the video, all the above. So it's like, bro, obviously you're in a new relationship with this girl. Your booty hole is now public. So now, like, you're like, yeah, obviously you know you made the dumbest decision possible, so you lied to make it sound better, right? Like, oh yeah, it was from years ago. Don't worry about it. Da 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 da. Knowing that your dumbass was in a hotel in Fiji, waiting to go on one of the biggest reality shows in the U.S.
in the
and you
hotel is
spread your
crazy.
booty hole before that.
You're aged. That is aged beyond belief.
Like,
All
what?
I'm gonna say is you gotta be. I'm thankful for the issues that I got because that type of thing. No, sir.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, sir.
I don't care.
Who's
what
his
anyone
girl
says.
again?
Nicole.
Oh, it's not the black girl.
That'd be
No,
a
no,
crazy
no.
couple confrontation video.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like she is embarrassed too, and she's
100%.
off him, and she's trying to use that as an excuse.
100%. She's embarrassed. She's very
Like she
embarrassed.
got the ick, and she's off him, and she's trying to use that as an excuse.
100%. I
That's
think
what I
so.
think.
But I honestly go to say you got the ick.
Word.
I'd be like, that's the thing I said. I'd be like, bro, you have no discernment because why would you make that poor choice to send a video that provocative?
That's crazy.
You don't even need to be that deep. Just have the ick. That's it.
No, I think you gotta have my thing is when you have just the ick, it's like you gotta kind of like if they're in a relationship, right? So you gotta kind of explain like, bro, the reason why I'm
Yeah,
breaking
they're
up with you is
together.
because
On
clearly
Love
you
Island.
have no discernment.
Yeah.
Like you're sending booty hole pics on iCloud. Like, do you have any type of brain? What? That's why I don't believe in. I don't believe in nudes below the belt.
Oh yeah.
At least not
That's
for
fair.
women. There's no way my coochie gonna get leaked. What?
Just don't put your face in it.
Yeah, but still, I'm gonna know that my coochie's now on Beyonce's internet. Like it just can't.
Yeah, they might face
I don't
ID
like
a
that.
mole or some shit. No.
You say face? Wait,
You never. Because you don't want to be.
what?
I don't know. Maybe you have a beauty mark somewhere. You know, they don't. They can put 2 and 2
Tattoo.
together.
Yeah, I just don't think. I've never sent a coochie pic, like I said, but I'd have to like trust him so much. Like I don't need, like I have to like send it like in a lockbox. Like I don't even know if I would even trust the government with my phone.
You wouldn't trust the Snapchat?
Government got that.
Huh? Definitely don't trust Snapchat. Next thing you know, Snapchat has a data leak, and now my coochie's on the dark web. Nah, son.
Snapchat is
happens.
looking at your nudes.
100%.
Or
No.
just like Love Island's looking at you.
Yep. Same Jersey
I
Shore
think
got
people
bare
forget-
sex tapes of Pauly D.
Yeah, I think people forget that like
Pauly
when
D
they have
got
sex.
sex tapes?
He was
They smush.
slapping
when-
shorties. There was a smush room. There's a camera there.
Like, I
I know
think-
it cut when you're watching
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah,
they
but
have that footage.
They didn't leak it.
I'm saying
no,
they
but they
own
Oh,
it.
you're
They
saying
have
they?
it.
Oh, for sure. I thought you meant like Pauly
It's
D
a
really.
crazy concept.
And that could get
Yeah,
leaked.
like
Like,
you're-
if you have sex on reality TV, they have that footage.
I would love to ask those like Snooki and them. Like, so like,
They
how do you
have it.
feel? Like, is it
Yeah,
true?
so
Can we
Vinny
confirm
was on
that?
Rory and Maul's podcast, and they asked about that.
Vinny?
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, you're right.
He's like, yeah, they like someone at MTV
Yeah,
has their
somewhere.
sex tapes,
Yeah, there's a tape.
That's crazy. I thought
That's
and
a
if someone just decides to
crazy
leak
thought.
it, then that's it. That's why they all just wrap themselves up in a blanket.
That's why I say if I
Under the
ever were to
covers,
go on
yeah.
one of those reality shows like Love Island
you?
or whatever, would I? I don't think so. I think I'd be great like character wise on it, but like genuinely, I don't know if I would do well.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd make great TV, like my reactions, like
anymore.
whatever. But I feel like to genuinely go on there looking for love, I don't think that'd be a real thing.
I could have done it pre-COVID. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Why
But
can't you do it now, fam?
That would change.
Like just like my age.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't do it now.
There's a lot of 30-year-olds on Love Island though.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't do it now. The position
There
that I
is?
was in
Yeah.
my life,
Yeah.
like pre-COVID, when I was still maybe like S-trip running around, like
Yeah.
I would have done it then.
25,
But now,
26.
nah. I
But do you
They
feel
missed
like
you.
to be on Love Island you should be younger or older?
think you should be younger.
Younger.
You think? I think you should be older.
I don't think so.
Because I feel like when you're
think so.
younger, it's like, what are you trying to go on this island and find love for? You have so much life to live.
But that's like the gimmick of the TV shows, you know?
Yeah.
Let me go
The
find
sweet-
love.
So young
Yeah.
people shouldn't be looking
But at
for
the
love.
same,
Not the way like on Love. I don't think
But at the
so.
same
And they're
time,
like, I'm
why are
ready to
you-
settle down and find my husband. Like, girl, you are 22.
but at the same time, why are you 35 on this reality dating show? That's very immature.
So it needs to be a middle
Joey
ground. I would
Essex.
say maybe like 25 to 31.
27.
I think
25
that's
to
too
27.
old.
25
Mi-
27?
27 is the cutoff.
Mid
Really?
20s.
Yeah.
Mid 20s is probably the sweet spot.
Mid 20s is probably
Yeah.
the best.
I think you can go to because what Zita was 30 on the show. I think
I
that
don't
was
know what
fine.
that is.
She was on USA like 2 years ago. I think that was okay.
I
Timmy
think
and
once
Day
you
One.
pass
What was the
30,
term you gave us?
Arrested
Development.
development.
Arrested
Arrested
Development?
Development.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds
for the
what they have.
developmenters.
I think once you pass 30, you start to get kind of techie. It's like going to spring break,
Because if I were to go on Love Island now, I'd be 28 on the show
and you'd be one of the older ones.
for sure.
Yeah, so
And then now your scope is limited too because you want to date older guys.
I don't want to date older guys.
you're not gonna date a 22
Can we
year
talk
old.
about that for a second?
You're not gonna
You
date a
don't want to
22
date older
year old.
guys? Younger guys?
I mean, like I wouldn't be opposed to, it, but I don't only look at dating older guys.
1 year younger, that's it.
If you're
think
on
the
the show and there's a
28
22-year-old,
Yeah, you're not giving
dating a
him.
22.
Yeah.
You're not giving him time.
Stop it. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're
How
not.
tall is he?
And if you're doing
Wow.
and if you're doing that, you're doing it on the show. There's no way you would meet a 22-year-old today and date him.
Thank you.
You would not do it. And if I met a 22-year-old, you would tell me not to date her because she's too young.
I think it's different for guys. You can date younger girls. I wouldn't advise, but you would.
Doesn't look great though.
I feel like I would date young. I could maybe go like 25.
Yeah?
That's not that bad. That's 2 years younger. Than you.
Jephina said no.
You don't
no,
believe
no.
her, right?
That's my age.
You don't believe me?
No, me personally.
Oh, you
She
person.
can, but that's 5 years younger than you. That's only 2 years younger than you.
3.
I don't think that's that crazy.
Okay, 24 is.
You could go to 24? Say a word.
I don't think
I'm
so.
not
I
even-
don't believe
24
yeah.
and like
I'm
but
not
also
buying
you gotta
it,
think
yeah.
like men's brains and women's brains are like dog years. right? Like,
Yeah, you guys are more
100%.
mature than us.
We're way more mature. So even me at 28, dating a man who's 28, I'm still way more mature than him mentally.
I'm
So
catching up.
if I were to date a 24-year-old, he's gonna be like 17 in the brain.
So
And
you
I'm-
okay? So you're just talking through the fact that you're capping.
No, yeah, if we're being very like real, 100%, like I put like if he's mature, I could probably do 25.
Okay, I can see that.
2 years, 2.5,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
What's Odell Beckham's brother? How old is he?
No, he's young. He's like 22.
Oh, okay.
22. I would not know. He's too young. He's immature too. You can see it. Like he's immature. No, I could do like a mature 25.
He lets
But that's
girls
why when I
scream
look at like a lot of girls like for my age bracket, they look at a lot of NBA players. And I'm like, these guys are 20, you know.
Yeah, they're
They're
kids.
22. They got
19.
back, but they're like 20, even 25. I'm like, he's young, you
they're
know.
bad young.
Yeah. So how, would you go younger?
If you're
No.
Never. Not even 1 year.
I did 1 year once as my baby father, and
Oh, he's a year younger than you?
Mhm.
Okay.
we learned a lesson there, and we
Why'd you say like that?
we learned a lesson, and you just keep moving.
Yeah.
you guys don't know how to
No.
wrap it up?
No, honestly, I'll probably be like, oh, what do you think? Even if a man is like 28,
Wow.
Ah, I think you gotta open. I mean, no.
Mm-mm.
I think that's strict. That's
yeah,
strict.
it is strict, but no.
In the NBA, if you're 25, you're a vet.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Yeah.
old in the NBA.
Yeah, and I mean,
at
okay, life
25.
experiences, like you're in the limelight. Okay, you mentally you might be a little bit more mature. Clearly, you got a bag, but still, like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Mm.
You don't want to end up like Dre or Britney Spears or something.
Can't speak on nobody's life. You can't judge, but no. Me
Yeah.
personally, no.
Okay, what happened with Michael Rubin? So we can move on this quickly.
It's a heavy one.
Yeah. Oh man, we're doing this at
Is it that
2.5.
heavy? I don't know.
All right.
It could, yes and no. Basically, he was just saying about how he doesn't.
Michael
speak-
Rubin is a Jewish billionaire who
Yeah.
used to own the Sixers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's friends with all the rappers and
He's
stuff.
the one who has
He's
that
the one who has the all white.
the all-white party that every celebrity known to man goes to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyes wide
Basically,
shut.
he was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about how he doesn't understand why black people like tear each other down and hate on each other. And he was referencing Meek about how people called Meek gay because of the Diddy allegations and the bunny hop stuff. And it's
Bunny
just
hop.
remember when he lost the
The bet,
tennis
and then he
game
started-
and they made him do the bunny hops and it was the video that went viral. People were like, see, he's submitting to
Humiliation
the
ritual.
white man, and it was that whole thing. But he's basically saying he doesn't understand like black on black hate and why everyone tears each other down and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then
Crabs
of
in a
course you know
bucket.
the internet is gonna, you are a white man, why are you talking on the black community? And
It's one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on black hate.
Oh, that's what he said.
Yeah,
that's a
it's one of
quote.
the- It's one of
Yeah.
the things he said. Yeah.
I mean,
This is on the Breakfast Club.
well, I mean, he's on a black platform.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he's wrong? No. It's
Same.
right message, wrong deliver.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Like, it's simple as that. Like, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and he's someone who has a lot of black people around him. Like, there's a lot of rappers and athletes who are black that are clearly in his circle because they go to his house dressed in all white every 4th of July. So, I mean, clearly he sees what
if you
happens.
got invited, would you go?
110% in
Wow,
my
that
good
was
white
quick.
frock.
Yeah.
I seen Kai.
What?
Kai got invited twice and he didn't want to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He said he didn't really want to be in that mix with them type of things that are going on over there.
See? Skiing. Big time.
I think skiing is the least of the
Probably yeah,
of
way
what-
darker than
of what he
way darker.
imagines probably happens over there.
What else do you think happens worse than
I
skiing?
can
I don't-
respect that from Kai. I can respect that.
What do you
It's
think
just what
happening there?
he thinks might happen over there. Skiing is probably like the least of the worst.
Really? It was
For
like a
what
fun
he
party to
probably
me,
thinks.
no?
Realistically,
Those
I'd
people
probably go.
like
I'm
if
going.
I
child
got invited,
traffic,
I'm
all
going.
sorts of dark.
If I got
things.
invited, I'm going.
I would totally
I'm
go.
going.
He also said
Would you guys have went to a Diddy party 5 years ago?
No.
Yes.
Oh, five
Yeah.
years,
5
ago?
years ago.
Do I know what I know now?
No.
Then yeah, probably.
Yeah, of course.
Unfortunately,
Diddy was
unfortunately,
known to have the best party.
He was.
Everyone wanted to go to, especially the New Year's party.
Shit looked
Everyone
lit.
wanted to go to that.
So
5 years ago, still ignorant to P Diddy, I would
Yeah.
100% go.
For sure.
What? Yes. I used to watch videos like, damn, that party looked lit.
Word. I was like, yo, who could invite me to the Diddy party?
Yeah. I think that would be.
So let's hope we don't hear the same things about Michael Rubin's parties.
Oh.
No, I was just knocking on wood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Diddy party I'd go to. A Michael Rubin party, I would go
I
to.
would've went to,
Just for the
sure.
experience, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ski or do anything crazy, but I would definitely want to be in the room. I mean, a Drake party,
Oh, you've been there, done that.
been
It's
there.
okay.
And it wasn't, honestly, and maybe it wouldn't be that exciting. Because before I've been to a Drake party looked like the coolest thing on earth. They talked about love and hip hop. Oh my God, Drake party. Then you go to Drake party, you're like,
There's Atlanta
This is what y'all
episodes
be
made
talking-
about Drake parties.
exactly.
Oh.
So when you see the episode, you're like, oh, and then you finally go to a Drake party and you're like, this is not what y'all are talking about on Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop.
I heard it just be like too many women there.
Yes, if you're a woman,
The ratio is
the ratio is
definitely-
insane.
Apparently, Michael Rubin banned a certain song from being played at the party.
Not like us. Oh, interesting.
And that Drake pulled up with like 30 goons.
Drake has a thing, and I don't know, maybe this is a trauma response for Drake, but there's no reason, at least for me, why I think that Drake needs to pull up with 40 men to almost
After-
everything he goes to.
At that time,
To that event,
the all-white party.
that is like an exclusive
Yeah, no, like
A-list event.
But I don't think he's like going there thinking something bad's gonna happen to him. I think he's trying to.
You think he pulled up with, did he actually pull up with 40 guys?
This is what Axe said.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. I don't, but I mean,
I heard
Drake
the
is,
number was 20.
Drake is also known for rolling very deep.
Well, I'm putting sauce on it. All right.
And he says it, like he says, like, out Fort season looking like a damn football team because he has like literally 40 niggas with owl chains behind him. Like, if at the Party Next Door concert, did you look in the corner? No, if you looked in the corner of the stage, there were like 60 niggas on the side of the stage. Why are these 60 niggas on the side of the stage?
Look,
You're performing.
I've worked places where he has entered the premises and like what that entails and everything.
It's a lot.
I do kind of get it though. Like
I get maybe like a solid 5 or 10.
it's a couple days after Not Like Us came out. Like he's
But,
probably
like,
feeling
that-
that way.
Like
Deep.
Tresor's crew, not that times 10.
He's on like Tresor's crew times 20.
Times
Like
20.
Drake rolls deep. And you're like, bro, what? Like, why is that even necessary?
Yeah, I feel like that gets dangerous.
I mean-
like the more famous you are, it's just
Yeah.
liabilities.
I would just say, yo, the man is the top. Like, say what you want, Kendrick. Say what you want. That guy is goated. Okay.
Oh, for
That guy,
sure. No
like,
question.
You know what I mean? With
yeah.
that type of envy in the world and knowing, yeah, you gotta walk around with some people.
Some people, but,
But
That's how you
40
insulate yourself.
I mean, yeah, shit. If you have the money and like, yo, it's your dogs too. Like, fuck it, why everyone roll out.
There's no, and I feel like we've talked about this before. I feel like all 4 of these guys are not your dogs.
No, they're not.
They're not.
They're
Not-
dogs
not
to the
your-
dogs.
not your
You
close
to them or
dogs.
them to do like them to you.
But when
like,
you have money, you can bring anyone with you. Like, okay,
can.
exclusive A-list party. But like, yo, if you're a Drake, whoever you want in the party, you can bring.
but even like that, if I don't rock with you like that, you're not coming. Like it's like the squad, but
Drake's squad definitely has tiers.
yeah.
There's tiers. There's tier 1
There's
to like,
tiers to everybody's friend group. If you really want to get into it,
but I think
you
his,
have your A friends, and then you have your B friends and your C friends.
for sure.
Name the guys based on the tiers.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
You got the one that's gonna take the charge. You got the one that's
Yeah.
gonna shoot for you.
But
Like,
I
yeah,
think
levels.
I
you
think
shouldn't have to
Drake's
have that.
friends have tiers, and I think they're well aware of what tier that they're in. That's another thing too. Like I feel like when we have tier friends, more like, yeah, they're just my friends. Like in our head, we might have tiers or like, you know, who we're gonna call for certain things. But I'm not gonna tell my friend like, yo, you're tier 3, so I can't really bring you to this
You
party.
can't come to this one, but, you
But
can come
I
to
feel
that
like
one.
Drake, they damn well know, yo, I'm not going to Miami because I'm tier 4.
Oh, yeah.
Here
That's
you're good.
realistic.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's realistic.
Gets
Yeah.
a little
Yeah, that's
sticky.
true.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
if a Drake party in Toronto, all tiers are invited. If we're out in Miami, tier 1 to 2 to 3.
1, 2, and 3. You're
3A.
allowed.
Great.
Turks 1 and 2.
What-
Yeah.
Dubai 1A and B.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what it
You're
is.
rock- White House 1A only.
Because for the
That
amount
might
of
just be
guys
like
in the
Chubbs
city who have
alone.
OVO chains, I know all y'all not going where Drake's going all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Impossible.
So that white party's definitely a tier 1.
That's
so
a-
he's got 30 tier 1 dudes.
Or it should be. I
I
think the
don't
all-white
think all
party.
the tier. I think he extended the tiers. If you're telling me 30 guys pulled up to Michael Rubin's allegedly, I think he extended the tiers.
So he had tier 1, 2, and 3, and 4 all
Yeah.
up at Michael Rubin's place.
I would say
That's
so.
crazy. That's how you got heavy weight for that. Because I've heard like he was denying people that were trying to get plus 3s. If Drake pulled up with the plus 30, he's the only person in there who got the plus 30.
And now imagine you're
I'd be tight. I'll be tight if I had to roll solo. I couldn't get a plus 1. And Drake got a plus 30?
But he's Drake.
He's Drake.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he doesn't go to the
there's
Met
nothing
Gala,
you
right?
can say.
Is that why? Oh, well, he did say in a
He
song
say that
he
because
can't
he
go
can't
to the
bring-
Met because you can't bring.
Yeah, but like, man don't really want to go to the Met Gala.
And Drake's not a fashion guy. You know, respectfully, you know how dumb Drake looked at the Met Gala? Drake can wear a basic suit and look fine. Drake's not wearing no suit with a cape.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's not doing like the Met Gala is an
Yeah.
art. It's fashion. You're supposed to put on a show.
You're wearing a
Drake's
meatball.
not
It's for
wearing a
A$AP
cape
Rocky.
with an iPad. Don't do that. We love ASAP. But Drake's not wearing a skirt with a cape and a, you know what I'm saying? Like the Met
Yeah,
Gala
he-
type. He's not doing
he
that.
not, he not.
Drake's pulling up in a suit, probably custom Tom Ford or something.
Save that for like Lil
And-
Nas X and them, man.
Yeah.
That's how they dress, right?
Yeah.
It is. That's how they dress.
And those are the people that can actually stick to the dress code over there.
Anyways, I mean, we're hitting our mark. We didn't hit everything. But
Anything pressing that we have to talk about, or we're good?
only thing not really. I mean, the Tyler the Creator,
Eh.
which I mean, like,
Eh, we
Y'all
skip
bumping
that.
Ian.
yeah,
skip that.
exactly. And then monkeypox.
All I know is I'm not locking down again. That's
All I know is I will lock down again if monkeypox does go. If any of you guys get monkeypox, you are off this show.
What is monkeypox?
I'm telling you
What is-
that
What does it look
ri-
like?
That's
What?
so fire that you don't even know what monkeypox is.
Yeah.
You're just living life. I love
Okay,
it.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I wanted to say something, I'm like, Jephina, don't say it because you're just gonna expose yourself. Low key, if you were to show me a picture of Sexy Red, I don't know if I would know who she is.
Wow.
God
I
bless her heart.
promise to God. I swear to you, I'm
God
like
bless
in my
your
head, I'm like,
hearts.
oh, I know who Sexy Red. I'm like, I think I'm thinking of Lotto. Pretty light skinned girl.
I'm
with
jealous. I
Lotto.
want
That's
to be in
Lotto.
this type of place.
I don't know
Yeah.
who Sexy Red. I know I've heard the song Booty Hole Brown. Like I heard that song, but I don't know if I
don't
could
know
tell
how
you
she
what
She
looks
doesn't
Sexy
know
Red
those
looks like.
songs. She only
It's
knows
okay.
Marshall Montana.
Look,
Like, I dead ass
look
don't
at
know.
me. Try to describe Sexy
Oh,
Red
this is-
right now.
I have literally. I'm gonna. I'm just.
What do you think Sexy Red looks like?
Yeah, what do you think she looks
Light
like?
skin? She's not light skin?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking like red skin girl, like light
No,
skin. Because in my head we were like, I was like, oh, Lotto, but I'm like, oh no, I think Lotto's very light skin, very
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's not Sexy Red.
No.
That's not Sexy Red. I had no idea what Sexy Red looks like.
Really?
Yeah, I promise.
Something is.
But I was like,
pink and
Jephina, don't
something is
say it because you're
brown.
gonna make yourself look shame. Like, how I'm just so out of the loop. How do I not know what Lotto Sexy Red looks like?
Really?
Can
Like
someone
at
shoot a
all?
picture? No, I swear on
I
everything.
got you. Don't you worry.
Show me a picture of Sexy Red.
Okay.
Only someone who doesn't
Shame.
know what Sexy Red looks like could give you that type of like life advice in the car and everything, keep you going. And
Yeah.
everything. So I feel
Yeah,
like
I
it
mean-
makes sense.
You're focused on yourself and your
Yeah, you got the
surroundings.
right
Does
priorities.
she not have an Instagram?
Yeah, she did this. Yeah, just go on Google. Anyways, regardless, if y'all get monkeypox, don't come back here.
But don't you have to like lips in the club to get monkeypox? Like you don't get.
Is it
get
an
that regularly.
STI?
Damn near.
Yeah.
It's
Something
like
like
you need like really close
A
contact.
STI? Monkeypox is not an STI.
I, swear,
think you
I
need
swear
very
it's like
close-
saliva.
I don't think I've ever seen
But it's
it
not
happen.
an STI.
It's close.
Monkeypox is not chlamydia, gonorrhea,
But if-
syphilis.
But what is
monkeypox.
monkeypox? Like, I've heard of it, but what is it?
It's a virus that looks crazy.
Yeah, you get sores and shit.
Yeah, like it's.
What
very
else does it
scary.
do to you?
I don't know.
Monkeypox is an infectious disease caused by the monkeypox virus. It can cause a painful rash, enlarged lymph nodes, and fever. Most people fully recover, but some get very sick. Anyone can get monkeypox. It spreads from contact with infected persons through touch, kissing, or sex, animals when hunting, skinning, or cooking them, materials such as contaminated sheets, clothes, or needles, pregnant people who may pass the virus onto the unborn baby. If I'm just coming into this world and you give me monkeypox, I'm tight.
Yeah. All right, I was being a little ignorant, but it's touch maybe, but the other stuff is way more likely.
Yeah, but touch with an
So if
infected
someone like
person, so you'd have to.
like spit on you
Hot
with the
tool.
monkeypox,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
you're
probably
done.
could.
You're
Yeah.
done. You're done.
So that they should do that instead of like guns. Just get someone with monkeypox.
Okay,
Tell them to
Tresor.
run into a bank. Just
Stop.
I'll do it. Give me
Is
a, put the
monkeypox
money in
in
the bag.
Canada?
Yeah, I think there's a case in Canada, right? Or there was?
We're on a borderline of like having
Yeah.
emergency.
It's like the World
It's a-
Health
the World Health-
Organization.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna lock
declared
down
it.
again.
No. I don't think
I
we will.
doubt it.
But honestly, if we
It's way
did-
harder to transmit than
guys, I
than
promise
COVID.
you, if monkeypox gets a level of locking down, I will lock down. I am not getting that shit.
Zoom
I will
pod.
lock.
The world's not shutting down
Down.
again. They refuse.
I
It could be
will
a zombie
lock
apocalypse. They're not shutting
down.
They're
down.
not allowing that shit again. Yeah.
Y'all will not
I
see
actually think otherwise.
I don't
think
think
like a lot of people are more woken up to that, but I feel like if they had to go on like quarantine again, people would.
for monkeypox. I would.
Just even
Hell
COVID,
yeah.
like majority of the people still would.
I would be a
If
psycho.
COVID
Like,
was like a pandemic again, you
Yeah.
think people would lock?
I think-
No way.
A lot.
People
Like,
are
you're
not
saying that
locking
maybe the
down
younger
again.
folk, but a lot of look how many people took the vaccine. They
Yeah,
will
but
still do it.
did you guys?
But
I didn't mind the
lockdown?
lockdown. You know,
What? I mean, I didn't lock down.
This is a big part of Mucho's Twitter personality.
I didn't mind the
Just
lockdown that
hating
much.
the lockdown.
Yeah. I mean,
And to be
did
honest,
you lock down though?
I was gonna say I didn't really.
That's what I'm
lock
saying, you didn't
all the
lock
way.
down that
Okay,
much.
chill.
you
everyone.
didn't mind the lockdown era. You didn't like lockdown
Yeah, there you
Like,
go.
because you
I
didn't
lo-
abide by the rules.
I did to a certain extent.
And I'm not trying to put you on Front Street because I didn't care either. I mean, it's not a. Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't lock down, but I got my vaccine as soon as possible. I masked as much as I could.
You
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
See, like
But,
But-
yeah, but
He
like
believes in God. Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
lockdown,
I put my
like
trust.
mans are not like man them were at hibachi with the cardboard on the walls still.
No, I wasn't. I
I
wasn't,
wasn't,
doing that.
but
No,
a lot of
I,
men them
I
were.
would go like my friend's
People were on the
crib.
boats, lockdown. That's when everyone was
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
the Dior high top chucks with the Class A Azul.
Okay.
Yeah.
1942.
Serb summer, you were on a couple boats.
You were on more than a couple boats.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone calm down. I was on 3, and one of them was mine.
more than a couple. So,
So-
it's more than a couple. Girl.
Yeah.
Cry up.
And one of them was mine.
Cry up.
She said I didn't go on a couple. I went on 3.
I ain't seen a bottle
mine.
of 1942 since.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Class A Azul since. I ain't seen no one on the stories ringing the bell.
Nah. We buying 1800 now.
And everyone now
God,
they're back on the Don Julio.
Now we're
Yeah.
on cut waters.
And cut
That
waters.
way. $4, baby.
Maturity.
Anyways,
Inflation.
we can wrap this up. I think
Yeah.
everything else we're okay to maybe put. We didn't do a Dear Relentless Diary, but we'll maybe save those
Damn.
to next week.
Was it a good one?
There were like 4. We can save them to
All
next
right.
week. We can
We'll
save
get
them.
that shit off.
Next time, Jephina, we can do Dear Relentless
Yeah,
Diary.
I got y'all.
All right, we all feel good?
Well, thank you for having
You guys
me
lit off the
on.
cut waters? You got, well, we took a long pee break. Not me, I'm good. I don't know.
I can't lie. Those are efficient drinks, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
they are.
They're really good.
Yeah.
See,
Can
2
you
of
imagine having
those?
2 of those? Or 3?
And she was talking about 4.
Yeah, we had 4.
4 each.
Golly.
Yeah, 4 each. Plus
4
shots.
is a lot.
Maybe
Maybe
Shows
because
the
I
eyes
didn't
would
eat
twist up.
today, but like,
Yeah, I felt it a little bit too.
Yeah, because you chugged yours.
Yeah,
Have yours? You're done.
No, I'm done mine now.
Okay.
I think I have one more sip, actually.
I'm hungry now.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys
Thank
next
you
week.
for.
Wait, who's
Thank
we didn't
you.
do a-
Thank you for the Sean Marion episode. We'll see you at the Shaq episode.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, we didn't do
The
Who's
Magic
31.
Johnson episode.
Yeah, the Magic Johnson episode.
Ooh, HIV, baby.
Whoa.
Wow.
What? You said
that's
Magic
how we
Johnson.
sign
You're
out.
recording.
That's how we sign out.
It's like, I'm like,